Mic's on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hong Kong Cricket Club. We're around 15 minutes away from the start of Hong Kong Cricket Club and Little Saiwan. It's the hosts, HKCC, who won the toss and elected to bat first. It must be said HKCC are probably one of the pre-tournament favorites. They have the services of the Khan brothers to call upon. In addition to the Shah brothers. I'm getting a little too excited over here. And they've also got Harun Arshad, who's moved over from HKCC in the off-season. Apologies, he's moved over. There you go. See, this is what happens when you have a very heavy lunch. You make mistakes like this. Harun Arshad has moved over from Little Saiwan. And swapping places in the other direction is Tanveer Ahmed, who's moved from HKCC to Little Saiwan. So a star-studded lineup for HKCC. A good supporting cast, of course, of Luke Jones, the hard-hitting Nazakat Khan. On the other end, we've got LSW. As we've mentioned before, LSW have the spin trio of Ehsan Khan, Aftab Hussain, and Mohammad Ghazanfar to call upon. Ehsan Khan will be instrumental with the bat, and he will be ably supported by Waqas Khan. Let's not forget Mohsin, who took a hat-trick, I believe, sometime last year. So, quite the contest we have on our hands to kick off the Men's Premier League, and we should be with you in around 13 minutes from now. And we're around 2 minutes away from the start of this encounter. A reminder, if you're just joining us, that the Hong Kong Cricket Club have won the toss and chosen to bat first. We're just trying to get confirmation on who the openers are. Ninad Shah, brother of Kinchit Shah, is at the non-striker's end, and at the striker's end is Martin Kutsia.
Opening the bowling, it's been Mohsin Khan, right? It's Mohsin Khan opening the bowling, yep.
I'm your commentator for the day, one of two commentators for the day, Jay Dansinghani, and this is my colleague Aman Gidwani. Aman, how was your badminton game?
Badminton?
Aman look.
Pick it up.
That's great.
Aman laughs because clearly he does not play badminton. Was it tennis?
Yeah.
It was a tennis game. There you go. Oh, but I only have eyes for one sport, this fabulous game of cricket. And it's HKCC with the ball.
Who's bowling? Mohsin Khan.
And it's hat-trick hero Mohsin Khan, one of two left-armers on show today, Dhananjay Rao as well. We'll see him in action later. It's a 6-3 offside field, and it looks like Ehsan Khan in the slip cordon.
Is Mohsin or this?
And we're all set to go. Here's Mohsin Khan. Back of a length, just tucked off his legs. No run for Martin Kutsia, former South African first-class cricketer. And from what I hear, the bloke can hit it some distance. Aman, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Martin Kutsia?
Hi, Aman here. Yeah, he's been an excellent batsman for HKCC. Just coming back to that as the second ball is coming up. And he whacks it away. Will it go for 4? Has it got the length? No, it hasn't. Just slows down in the outfield. So Martin Kutsia can hit it far. In the practice game, he hit it into the tennis courts. A lovely sweep shot. Just getting down on his knees and timing the ball to perfection.
You got 2 for that?
2, yeah. So 2 runs for HKCC to get off the mark. Here. Up comes the third ball. Whips it away, but it's going to be no run.
Mohsin Khan perhaps just bowling a little too straight. As we discussed, 6-3 offside field. So far, not the perfect start for the left armour. Reminder that this is a 20-over fixture. That's too short. Martin Kutsia, you cannot bowl there to him. His first boundary and HKCC's first boundary. That moves the score along to 6. 2 balls still remaining in this first over. And that's tucked off the legs once again. Aman, I believe you were telling me off camera that you've seen a decent amount of Mohsin Khan, is that correct?
Not at all.
Wow, my memory is failing me today. In any case, Mohsin Khan, he'll be wanting to push his national team credentials. And now with Ninad Shah on strike, an interesting move. 2 slips in place.
Who's LSW skipper?
And that's taken! First wicket down for HKCC. A great move there from Ehsan Khan, bringing in that second slip. And a wicket right off the bat for Mohsin Khan. It's 7 for 1 after that first over. Ninad Shah, he walks back to the pavilion. Duck?
Yeah, first ball duck.
A golden duck for the southpaw. Not the best start to his Premier League campaign. Was it Ehsan who took it or someone else?
Somebody else.
Did you see who it was?
I did not.
It was Ehsan Khan.
Sankan?
Yeah.
And yes, it was skipper Ehsan himself with that grab at second slip. It's not often that you see 2 slips in during a T20 game, so an inspired change of field there by Ehsan. Ehsan Khan, perhaps one of the most underrated cricketers outside of Test playing nations.
Pinch it.
Consistent as ever. A live wire in the field. A fitness freak. I believe he runs 5 kilometers every single day. That is insane. That is 5 kilometers more than I run. Another left armour. And another boundary. A bit of a misfield there. Man in the cover region. So that's 2 boundaries now. 2 early boundaries for Martin Kutsia. Early indications are that you cannot miss your length and drop short to Martin Kutsia. He will put you away. That's Dhananjay?
Yeah, that is number 63.
It's not too often that you see a captain opening with 2 left armors. Dhananjay Rao. Much better there. A little straighter, and it looked like it kept low as well. Now, Aman, as an HKCC native, you've played on here, or at least watched quite a few games here. There we go. 2 short, and once again, pulled in front of square. Martin Kutsia with so much time on his hands. He does not miss out for his 3rd boundary. Like I was saying, Aman, you have a lot of experience watching games and playing at HKCC as well, and umpiring. In your opinion, what is the right line and length to bowl in these conditions?
Well, certainly I've played on this wicket, and I think the right length on this pitch would be full on middle stump, because it kind of sticks onto the ground and it carries straight back to the bowler. So you can see a cordon bowled right here, but to get this man out of the game, you've got to put in a lot of effort.
That's interesting, Aman, because we did see in the morning game between the women that the ball was just holding up a little bit. A few cotton bowled opportunities, nothing really materialized in that respect. And that's straight down the ground this time. Martin Kutsia demonstrating good range, strong off the back foot, and now severe off the front foot. So a lightning quick start here for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Dhananjay Rao unable to quite find his radar, but take nothing away from Martin Kutsia.
Yeah, I think it's a good comeback after Ninad's wicket. That was a huge one for HKCC. Just pumps it for a single there. This is really good batting from Martin. Yeah, Nina is probably one of a good batsmen for HKCC. You just have to find some time to get him out. You need to bowl the right length, and you get him. And that's what DLSWCC did in order to be taken by Ahsan Khan, which was a brilliant catch at slip. On strike right now, his brother, Kinchit Shah, has come to the crease. Kinchit, right? Yeah.
Does he have same number for national team?
Ahsan Khan seeming to signal something here. One slip. And Kinchit will just block it. That's a really good start for HKCC after 2 overs. They've recovered to get to 20 for 1 at 10 and over.
All the runs by Martin Coetzee.
All the runs scoring by Martin Coetzee. He scored 20 runs, which is really good. No extras from Saiwan. That is excellent, as we see a lot of extras in Hong Kong. On the other side of the Premier League, KCC 7 without loss after 1.4 overs, winning the toss and electing to have a bat first. Who's the bowler?
Mohsen Khan.
Mohsen Khan going to continue from the petrol pump end to Martin Coetzee. No slip. The slip has been taken out by Ahsan Khan. Right, here we go. Oh, that just sticks up in the pitch. That's what we were saying about this pitch. It gets stuck up in, and there are many opportunities for wickets here. You just need to find that length and line. There seems to be some warning from the umpire. Can't seem to know. Something to do with the keeper's hat. Sorry, the sanitizer. There's a sanitizer kept behind the wickets, which needed to be moved.
COVID-19 guidelines. Sanitize your hands.
That is right, it's a COVID-19 measurement here. Coming in for the second ball of the 3rd over. And he just nudges it on the leg side for a dot ball. So really HKCC will be thinking to rotate strike here and get off to around about 70 runs after the power play, so that they're in a good position to get up to about 200 after 20 overs. And there's an appeal for an LBW, but definitely not out as it's pitching outside.
That's right, a rather optimistic shout for LBW there. I also thought it was going over. So no runs so far in the 3rd over. That's whipped away. Good work there from the man at mid-wicket. A slight fumble, but no harm done. I beg your pardon. It looks as if he seems to have suffered some sort of minor injury. Hopefully it's just some swelling.
It's the umpire, I think. That's the umpire.
And we have a short delay. It seems as if the fielder there, Mohammad Ghazanfar, is just receiving some medical treatment. Perhaps some informal medical treatment from some of his teammates. And no, Ghazanfar is indeed going off the field for some formal treatment. LSW will be hoping that It's not his bowling hand that has been injured. Good over nonetheless. Just straying on the pads, and that's tucked away. Martin Kutsia's score moves on to 21, as does HKCC's score.
Martin Kutsi's strike rate is at 140. Not a really bad start. To see how this pitch goes, because normally the opening batsman, his strike rate goes around 80. It's a slow wicket here, but I think HKCC have done really well to get the runs ticking. Two slips now. Some movement from Hassan Khan. And it's punched back to the bowler. That will end the third over as it's 21 for 1 after 3.
No, just Aftab Hussain.
And a change in bowling. Aftab Hussain into the attack. Aftab Hussain, one of Hong Kong's most improved cricketers in the last year and a half. Impressive.
Did Jati give a fork or something like this?
So yes, Aftab Hussain for his first delivery, right on target. Like we were saying moments earlier, Aftab Hussain so impressive at the Asia Cup qualifiers in March, right before the coronavirus went absolutely crazy. One of the most improved cricketers for Hong Kong in the last 18 months. Harun Arshad with some key performances in that same tournament. It's off the back foot, a bit of a misfield, very untidy. The sun is absolutely beaming down here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. And I just wonder what sort of effect it's having on the wicket out in the center. Kinchit Shah on strike, yet to get off the mark. That's punched off the back foot, but he does not pierce the offside field. Mid-off, up in the circle. Long off, back on the boundary. In addition to a deep mid-wicket. That's watchfully played by Kinchit. We've spoken at length about LSW's spin trio. Gazanfar suffering some sort of a finger injury in the previous over. It remains to be seen what his future participation in the game will be, and that's pulled away towards the square leg boundary. Kinchit Shah gets off the mark with his first boundary, and that's the first time today we've seen any runs off the bat of anyone who isn't named Martin Kutsia. And with that, the score moves on to 26 after 4 overs, with HKCC having lost Ninad Shah, first ball in the first over.
That is an excellent shot by Kutsi, and they'll run away for 4. Just over long on. Sorry, mid on. Real class from the South African player. We can expect some huge 6s here tonight. As the wind is just coming, so that's some good news. Kutsi just flicks it away. The catch was a called, has been put down, sort of mix up in the middle there for a run, but they will scamper off for 1 run. Hopefully that player is not injured. It did carry, but an unlucky moment in this game for that young man. It's off fabric in the deep. It just dropped the catch. .4 overs until the power play will get over, and then they're allowed 5 fielders out. Kinchit on strike. Kinchit backs it back. Could it go to the fence? No, the fielder is there. And you cut him off for 1. Which means Martin Kutsi is back on strike. More luck for HKCC. On the other hand, KCC 16 without loss after 3.2 overs with Azaz and Jamie Atkinson batting. Azaz 10 of 10 with 2 fours and Jamie 6 of 10 with 1 4. Coming in for the next ball. It is stopped back, but it's not got enough power to go to the fence. It's only got enough power to be taken by the fielder. We saw a brilliant women's game in the morning, the Jade Jets winning that one. They didn't start too well, lost 5 wickets, and came back really well with the help of Jasmine Titmus and Poto. It's whacked as a full toss, and they'll scamper through first. Quick single. Bit of a mix-up there, but it was a good call in the end. As we move to 1 ball until the 5th over gets over, the score 33 for 1. Mohsin Khan, excellent bowling, 2.5 overs, 15 for 1. There's something wrong with the side screen, apparently, says Kinchit Shah. I think somebody's walking by it. Last ball of the 5th over. Kinchit Shah goes on the back foot, and they'll run away for 4. So that brings up his 9 of 7 balls with 2 fours at a strike rate of 128. HKCC after 5 overs are 37 for 1, which is an excellent start to this Premier League for them, coming back from the COVID-19 lockdown. And must I say, we've got a huge audience here at HKCC.
Unfortunately, spectators are not allowed in the ground due to COVID-19 regulations, but there are a lot of members in the club nearby who are paying attention to this game very closely.
Good save, Nitesh. Good save indeed. That's right. Cricket Hong Kong is taking social distancing measures very seriously. So the only real spectators here are the members themselves. And, well, the lucky 4 of us in this media tent. Coming back to the action, it's Aftab Hussain to continue for his second over. And that's cut away by Martin Kutsia. Yet another boundary for the right-hander. 6 boundaries in total so far in his innings. It's a good start here for HKCC. Kinchit Shah, he's at the other end, unbeaten on 9. 2 boundaries for him so far. And this pair looking good. Let's cut away once more. Aftab Hussain just tossing that in a little fuller and a little straighter. Just a little bit risky for Martin Kutsia going back for a cut shot. This one's a little straighter. A 5-4 offside field right now. And Aftab Hussain keeping things tight. So a good comeback after conceding a boundary off the first ball. Aftab Hussain with 3 consecutive dot balls. Just 2 balls left in the power play.
That is right. Didn't start too well, but then he's come back really nice with the ball. This one is flighted, but it's going to be down the leg side. It will run away. It slows down and is given leg byes. Last ball of the power play. Kinchit Shah getting ready to finish the power play. And that will be left. It's not given a wide. That will finish the power play. 6 overs gone. 42 for 1. Ball. No slips for him. Is it on now? 2 men out on the leg side. Martin Kutsia on strike here. Here we go. Really good from Martin Kutsia. Just defends the ball. Martin Coetzee nudges it into the leg side, but there is a man there who stops it from going to the fence. He shuffles, and that'll be a single as he nudges it away on the leg side, and a slight misfield as well. .33 of 30 for Martin Coetzee, 6 fours at a strike rate of 110. Kinchit Shah plays it along the ground. It's stopped by the man there mid-on. An attacking fill by Saiwan. Kinchit nudges it away on the leg side. Fine leg is there to stop it for one. I agree. Martin Coetzee trying to flick it away as it signaled a wide. We will see our second extra from Saiwan today. Done well to keep it down to 2. Oh, he tried to nudge it down. There was a chance of a catch, but it was really difficult, and it was dropped. And that seems to be the end of the 7th over. HKCC 45 for 1. They're slowed down from 10 and over. Off top, 2 overs, 9 runs, no wicket. A really nice economy. On the other side, KCC 37 for 1 after 6.1 overs, as Khan is gone. Caught. Off top coming in. And he gets down on one knee and whacks it to the boundary. Will it be stopped? No, that's going to be 4 runs for Kinchit Shah to bring his score to 14. And that will bring up 1 run away from getting 50 for HKCC. Aftab pitched it really well on the offside, but just got a bit unlucky. Apparently there is a lost ball.
Something wrong with the condition of the ball by the looks of it. Not sure what. Or maybe they got the wrong ball from the bush. They're looking in the bush now.
We're having a lot of comments here. There's something wrong with the ball, or it's a wrong ball, or it's a lost ball. Seems to be a lost ball.
Seems like they found a ball that's not the match ball. It's another ball that was lost some other league game in HKCC. A lot of balls get lost in those bushes. So that seems to be what has happened, and they're trying to get the actual ball now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you picked that up on the mic, but what seems to have happened is when the last boundary was hit and it went into the bushes, we accidentally fetched the wrong ball out of the bushes, and we are now back in the bushes looking for the match ball. But this was to be expected with all the boundaries that have been hit so far. A quick recap while we take this break. HKCC won the toss and decided to bat first. They're 49 for 1. And we're one delivery into the 8th over. Martin Kutsia, he has been severe off the back foot. A beautiful drive down the ground as well. And while we take this break, we're just going to update you on the score at KCC. Aman Gidwani, what's the update?
Yeah, the score at KCC is they're 38 for 2 after 6.5 overs. Jamie Actingson, the big wicket, is gone. And it seems to be now we have a ball in our hand to play some good cricket. And it is a new one.
And with the castle earlier as well, that was damaging.
Is it off?
On the top.
So,
Slapped. And they will take a single. Kinshit Shah that it was. This is really good stuff from HKCC as they bring up the 50. Just what I was talking about, rotating strike is key in all T20 games, or in all cricket games I should say. Martin Kutsi in strike. Will they be able to find his wicket? Dabbed away, it's going to be a dot ball.
Love dot balls, Martin.
Yeah,
Found reason 33. Which means 9 runs of the other 26 balls.
Martin Kutsi will get a single now. There's been a lot of dot balls. He started off really well and then he's started to get a bit slower. But I can't complain because the sun is beaming down here. Must be difficult for the players to wear helmets and bat out there. So on this wicket for spin, we would say if it is flighted on middle stump or off stump, you could have a nick that may carry to the keeper. Aftab coming in, and it's punched for a single down to long off. And the score now 52 for 1 after 7.5 overs. Martin Kutsi just punches it away. He's called for 2. Will they get back? No. Kinshit says no. And they will stick with the 1. 53 for 1 after 8. And we have a change of bowler.
coffee's coming. He's coming. I think he'll bring mine first.
Two boundaries for cases.
And we've got a change in bowling.
Tanvir Ahmed, right arm medium. Right arm fast actually.
And here's Tanvir Ahmed. One of the trades during the off-season. Tanvir transferring from HKCC to Little Saiwan. Harun Arshad going the other way from LSW to HKCC. And that's pulled away. All the way. That's the first maximum of the day. Martin Kutsia with that massive hit in front of square on the leg side.
Yep, it's a great shot from Martin Kutsia. Short, punched away for the first greening maximum in this Premier League. Tanvir Emma not expecting that, and we had a catch by one of the members. Coming up for our second ball. Is Soffer come back? Can Soffer come back?
I don't think so.
And he comes for his second ball. Martin Kutsia. He'll ramp it and he'll get a 4. It's a bit of a helicopter and scoop shot combined mix to get the score to 63 for 1. Tanvir Ahmad giving 10 runs off 2 balls. While I just remember against Little Taiwan, Tanvir Ahmad was bowling the 50 over match. The first ball was an LBW. And today it hasn't gone according to plan. But we can expect a comeback from him since he's a fine bowler for Hong Kong and any team he really plays for. I believe his brother plays for PACC, Ehsan Nawaz. And he's going to flick it away. That's going to be 4 more. Martin Kutsia. He's starting to show some talent after those dot balls.
Not like bite once.
4 runs. Not like that. 67 for 1. Could this be the over to change this game?
About 49, Martin. First Premier League.
49 of 37, 8 fours, 1 6 at a strike rate of 132. 1 run away from his first Premier League half century in Hong Kong. Tanvir Ahmad coming in. Martin Kutsia tries to nudge it away for a single, but he won't get there. 2 balls to come as we see the umpire signal. A lot of support to the bowler from Little Taiwan. And that's actually Tanvir Ahmad's first dot ball in today's match. Tanvir coming in for the 5th ball. Martin Kutsia nudges it away and finds the same fielder and still can't get to that 50 that he's so waiting for. Last ball off the 9th over. Will he get his 50? Shout of catch it, but it's going to be a dot ball to finish the 9th over, 67 for 1. So Jay, what do you think will be a decent score on this pitch?
I'm sure HKCC will be aiming for something in the region of 160. Anything around 170, 180, I feel, with all due respect to Little Taiwan's batting lineup, it might be a little too much for them. What about you? What do you think?
I think actually 200 is a decent score because Little Taiwan has a really good batting lineup. Ehsan Khan pumping 120 runs in that 50 over competition. Which means if he can go fast today, well, there's no stopping him. He is a typical Mr. 360 like A.B. de Villiers.
Well, Aman, it's brave of you to compare Ehsan Khan to A.B. de Villiers. Oh my word, that's massive. Where's that gone? Into the swimming pool, perhaps. Kinchit, Shah, Speaking of Mr. 360, with his first maximum of the innings, the score moves on to 73 for 1, and we still have 5 balls left in the 10th over. An interesting decision from skipper Ehsan Khan to give Aftab Hussain a 4th over. 5 balls left in his spell. Oh, and he beats the outside edge. That one just going on with the arm. Aman, like you were saying, Ehsan Khan. It would take a brave man to bet against Ehsan Khan, whether that's with the ball or the bat. And that's driven, but straight to the man in the covers. That looks like Waqas in the covers. So a good comeback from Aftab after being slogged away for a maximum towards the swimming pool area. Once again tries to go for an encore performance. Only manages to get it down to deep mid-wicket for a single.
So Martin Coetzee back on strike. 1 run away from a half century in Hong Kong. How would he love that? He gets the outside edge. Will it run away? Well fielded. They'll run back for 2, and that's a 50 for Martin Coetzee in Hong Kong. The first run of the Premier League, the first player to get a 50 in the Premier League. And mighty Ol, he's shown all his talent today in just 41 balls. 8 fours, 1 6, 124 strike rate. He must be loving Hong Kong by now. Goes on the back foot, punches it away. But there is a sweeper out there, so there'll be 1 run. As that finishes the 10th over. We're at the halfway mark at 77 for 1 at 7.7 and over. And there's my call.
So good news for Little Saiwan and any neutral spectators out there. Leg spinner Mohammad Ghazanfar is into the attack for his first over. And he's whipped away for a boundary off his first delivery. A reminder that Ghazanfar suffered a bit of a minor injury, I believe in either the 5th or the 6th over. But he's back now, and it's good to see him. He featured in Hong Kong's squad at the the T20 World Cup qualifiers around a year ago. He's been and yes, Rory Keynes is the one who walks out to the middle. HKCC still have the likes of Luke Jones and Harun Arshad in the dugout. Oh, let's not forget about Ryan Buckley. Here's Ghazanfar. And he overpitches a full toss. It's been whacked away to the cover boundary. So there's no stopping Martin Coetzee. He registers his 10th boundary to go with 1 maximum so far in the innings.
Already hit it offside, right, Martin?
Yeah. So HKCC, despite that wicket of Kinchit Shah ticking along nicely, at just over 8 runs and over. Tries to guide that away. Plays and misses. Kutsia eyeing the leg side boundary. It's a short boundary there on the leg side. One could argue short boundaries in general here at HKCC. And that's straight down the ground. Effortless, simple, another boundary. That closes out the 11th over, 90 for 1 now. HKCC. Apologies, 90 for 2. Losing the wicket of Kinchit Shah, of course, who's caught at the deep mid-wicket boundary by Mohsin Khan.
The skipper bringing himself on. Rory Keynes just coming out to the middle on 0. Really good batsman is Rory Keynes. Really brave by Gunsafer to bowl in over after a really bad injury on his finger. Rory Keynes on strike as he smashes it on the offside to the fielder. Good start by Hassan Khan, pitching it up. Rory Keynes goes bang and it's still no run. Rory Keynes goes straight and he'll just pick up the 1, aiming to go down the ground, but he gets it down to the leg side.
You're risking yourself to call it.
Mike is on us.
I thought you said he's bringing us to.
No. Matt Kutsi guides it away for 1. Really good calling by HKCC. Our 2 umpires today, Niaz Ali and Venkat,
3 umpires.
and Ian Thompson, Ajant Babu Ayer.
Oh no. Ian Thompson. Hold it.
Oh, he's bowled him.
There we go.
Hassan Khan, the skipper, gets Rory Keynes out for 1 of 4 balls. Could that be the turning point for Saiwan? They will just need another 3 wickets to get HKCC in a really tough position. But a brilliant comeback here. Adit Warwara is coming out to have a bat. The youngster, a lot of talent with him. Sort of Jaiswal, or you would say Rian Parag.
How in the dish? Yeah, there, Wally. I want to take a break. Joining us now in the comedy booth is captain of cricket at the Hong Kong Cricket Club and one of the keenest
Nice to see. Hi, good to see my friend.
one of the keenest cricket fans in Hong Kong, none other than David Barley.
David, this mic is on and picks up everything.
Good stuff.
Lovely to see you, Nitesh. What a wonderful day here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Hong Kong Cricket Club off to a very good start, 3 for 92. Hassan Khan, he's struck. He's a wonderful bowler. He's knocked over the Scorpions captain Rory Kane with a beautiful delivery. So who's in now, Nitesh? That Ardit?
Ardit, looks like Ardit.
Ardit. So Ardit's come across from Kowloon Cricket Club this year. So this is his first game playing for the Premier League side. He's a young, talented guy working his way through the national ranks, facing Hassan Khan here. Well bowled, well played. He's off the mark, the young fella. Saw his parents here beforehand. His dad throws him a lot of balls. He's very excited, very passionate cricketer, both his dad and himself. But how do you think about how Martin Coetzee is going? What a sensational pickup for the Hong Kong Cricket Club this season.
It's almost unfair. It's fantastic innings on his Hong Kong Premier League debut. I'm sure it'll be first of many 50s to come for him in the coming years. Yeah, I mean, the bowlers seem to have figured out how to not get him to rotate the strike a lot, but they can't seem to stop the boundaries, and that's a hard enough task at HKCC, let alone when someone hits it as cleanly as Martin.
True, but he will give you a chance, and he gave a chance earlier, didn't he, when he flicked one to deep square leg and the young little Saiwan player ran in and spilled the catch. That could hurt, because he's one of these players who if he keeps going, he'll go big here. So in comes the leg spinner. Nicely struck to the offside. What a beautiful cover drive. That's a wonderful boundary. Well done, Ardit. Just got all over the top of that. And this is Gazantfar, is that correct? The leg spinner, the national player. Bowls very well for little Saiwan. It's been a little bit expensive, but he did get the big wicket of Kinchit Shah coming in from the petrol station end. Well bowled, well played. So Ardit's off to a good start, 5 off 3. Martin Coetzee, 66 off 48 balls, 11 fours and 1 6. I'm sure there's plenty of fans back in South Africa who are cheering him on today. We say hello to them. Well played. Just got a cross there. Just ease that into the leg side. Well played, Ardit. So the question here: what will Martin do? Will he stay patient and with about 7.5 overs to go, or will he try and go big quickly here? What's your view here, Nitesh?
I mean, if he bats 20, he's going to score 120. So he might as well just pick his shots, get that to the last 5. Oh, where did that go? Good stop in the deep. Well hit. Hits it so cleanly.
He does. He's probably the cleanest hitter, I think, probably since Ryan Campbell here, the former Australian player, Australian A player, and he was coach of the Kowloon Cricket Club. He whacked it once, made 300 in a game. Once hit our opening bowler Andrew Norwood for 6 sixes and an over. Basically destroyed his career, Nitesh. So if he hits it, you better get everything behind it, because it's going to go through. Chance of going through the fingers. So he's staying patient here. 100 up, 3 for 100 off 12.5. I think Hong Kong Cricket Club would be pretty pleased with this position here. What do you think they're aiming for here? Is 180, Nitesh? What do you think?
Got to go for 200. You got to go at HKCC with the small boundaries. 12 and over, 14 and over is not impossible. That's cut hard through the offside, and the gap in the offside. Yep, that's 4. Another boundary for Martin Coetzee. He hasn't stopped yet. Got to pull up the stats of how many boundaries has he hit compared to the rest of the HKCC batting lineup today.
That's true. He just hits it so beautifully. And the great thing about Hong Kong Cricket Club today, Nitesh, there's a lot of good players not playing, which says a lot about the depth. So Nizakat Khan, one of my favourite players, he's missed out today. I think he's had a few injuries. Alex Nash, he's up there in the boundary bar having a look. He's a wonderfully talented, sublime right-hand batsman. He's not in. Ben Zanel not playing today. Adil Mahmood, Tom Ingram. Lots of very, very good players who are just missing out, which keeps the pressure on the squad. And perhaps this is Hong Kong Cricket Club's best Premier League squad in quite a few years, especially in the 2020. So we've still got Haroon to make his debut, another talented right-arm bowler, right-arm batsman for the Hong Kong national team.
Absolutely. There's Han Khan in here. Hit him with the full toss. We saw Martin get out to a full toss last weekend, not today. But there's a lot of talent in this HKCC side. Little Saiwan, 6 international bowlers in this playing 11, current and former, and still have had a hard time containing him, which just speaks to the quality of his batting. Another dot ball here. This is Adit currently on strike.
So Ehsan Khan, he's been one of the stars in the Hong Kong Premier League for many years. He pushes those off spinners through. He's not a big turner of the ball, Nitesh. Really darts it in there, especially in this shorter format of the game, doesn't he?
I've seen him turn it a lot in the nets, but I don't think he chooses to do that in matches. He's very much a thinking bowler, and he constructs his overs ball by ball. He figures out where the first 3 balls will go, then where the 4th one will follow after that. He has a plan. He adjusts every single angle in his field. Very tricky player to play against, but what do you do? What do you do when that happens?
You sit back and watch and you say, Martin, I love what I'm seeing. He's picked that up and he's swatted that over deep mid-wicket. There's not much you can do on the when you get a man in that kind of form. And he just hits it so cleanly. Ehsan, though, he's played, he's done well. He's played against the Indian national side. I think he'll try and fire this in, maybe just outside off stump.
No, tosses it up again.
Well done. Shit, but the fielding's been okay, but hasn't been as clean as I think as what Little Saiwan would want. What's your view on that one, Nitesh?
Yeah, I mean, Little Saiwan a bit unfortunate as well. We had only a couple of weeks of Sunday and Saturday club cricket leading into this Premier League, and unfortunately for Little Saiwan, a lot of their matches had to be called off due to King Kong Road not being quite match ready. So they're coming into this tournament a bit cold, and they're going to have to hit the ground running. And they got a lot of young players as well who don't have time to find that form. They've got to find it right away in the big stage.
A good start by Arded. So again, coming across from KCC, looking for opportunities with the Hong Kong Cricket Club. His parents have been members here for many, many years, so we were delighted to get him as part of the Big Four, Nitesh, we talked about previously. The Big Four being Martin Coetzee, Haroon, Ardit, and who else did we who was the other one who came across? Nizakata Khan, of course, yes, who came back to the Hong Kong Cricket Club. So they were the Big Four signings for us, for the Hong Kong Cricket Club who came in. As Gazantha comes in from the... Oh, that's big. He has whacked that. That's going up into the chairman's terrace. Oh, watch out there, Martin Coetzee. If you pitch up Nitesh, he'll give you the long handle. He hits it a long way. He's shot ahead now, 84 or 53 balls. That's his 3rd 6. To that spilled catch when he was probably about 25 deep mid wickets, deep square leg is absolutely proving costly. 3 6s, 12 4s, a strike rate 158. Gazantha, the national bowler, is wondering, what am I going to do here? Do I pitch it up? Do I show him the wrong end? Do I fire one through? What's he going through here, Nitesh? What's your view? What advice would you have for Gazantha when he's bowling to Martin Coetzee in this kind of form?
Just give him a single and work on Adit. It's hard for Gazantha right now. Small boundaries at HKCC, you want to toss it up and induce a miss hit, but when he miss hits them, they still go for 6. Bowl a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. You don't let the ball grip and turn. You're not beating him in flight. He lines it up. He can hit it cleanly. He's got a decent googly, Gazantha. Let's see if he can pull that out here and deceive Martin. Second ball of this over. Oh, that's definitely don't do that.
He's bowled what seemed to be an off spinner, and he just floated it up there, and it just said, please hit me over cover for 4. And if you think, not only those players are not playing this side, of course, Mark Wright, who's played many years for the Hong Kong Cricket Club, being one of the probably star players over our 160 odd year history. Simon Cook, he had a great career here. He's moved on, and saying hello, of course, to our former Premier League captain, Isaac Poole, who's working back in Australia now. Hopefully he'll be coming back sometime in 2021. We're missing him, but I'm sure he's down there in Tasmania. He'll be keenly listening and watching on to this, and he'll be enjoying Martin's batting here today. Oh, he doesn't stop going, Martin. He's a very aggressive player. Sometimes, personally, I like to see him hit the 4 and the 6 and then take the single, but who am I to say? The man, he's on 88 off 54 balls, 89 off 55 balls, 3 6s, 13 4s. Ardit's just got to keep turning the strike over here.
Yes. Oh, Ardit, that's not what Gazantha wants. He doesn't want to be bowling full tossers.
Excellent fielding.
Great work there in the deep.
Fantastic fielding.
Great work there in the deep. Yeah, I mean, Full tosses.
Gazanfo's really lost his line here. Absolutely, he's bowling half trackers, long hops. He's a very experienced player. It'd be disappointing what's going on. He's just got to find his line and length. Do you think he's maybe feeling a bit of the pinch here?
It's a bit of that. He also took a blow to his hand earlier today, and also again lack of match practice coming into this. You have to remember the season was called off in March due to COVID, and then we've only picked up in October. And on top of that, the Little Saiwan team are unfortunate that their Sunday League games supposed to act as a way to get warmed up for the Premier League were called off. So they don't have much game time under the belts, and you can do all the net sessions you want. It doesn't quite replicate. That's a lovely ball there.
Very well bowled.
I must say, so we've got two wonderfully experienced umpires out there. You've got Niaz Ali and Venkato. I must admit, Nitesh, if I was umpiring this game and Martin Kurtz here was batting, I'd be very tempted to have some kind of protection, maybe a helmet or an arm guard, because if he hits it straight back, it's going to be very difficult to get out of the way. Now, in terms of other batsmen to come in, you've got the beautiful left-arm batsman in Luke Jones still to come. You've got Haroon. Ryan Buckley, the head coach here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, does a wonderful job organising the juniors, the seniors, the women's cricketers, and of course our new Hong Kong Chinese locals Cantonese speaking side, which are playing their very first game next weekend, Nitesh, in the Challenge League, which will be very, very exciting for the Hong Kong Cricket Club with the Chinese cricket. As Ehsan Khan keeps bowling here, 3 overs, 1 for 14, still doing a very good job. But here is the battle. Ehsan versus Martin. What will he do here? Will he try and see out this over, or will he go after him?
Go after him, of course. Another single there will work down to deep point. Smartly done.
Very nicely. He really fired that in there, and Martin just tucked it behind point for a single. At 12 off 12, 1-4, bowling, batting well there. 15.2 overs, so we're just under 5 overs to go. Hong Kong Cricket Club would be pushing for 180, 190, maybe 200, I would think here. But not an easy pitch to bat on. The ball's not coming on that well. Well bowled. Lovely bowling, Ehsan. Lovely bowling. He's a very, very experienced, very talented bowler. He's got the covering on the left hand, not on the spinning hand. All to do here. Yeah, well bowled. He just tucks it behind, gets onto the bowling green, gets away for 4. Well played, Ardit. Very well played. Aggressive. His first game in the Premier League for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. He'd be nervous. He's off to a wonderful start here. Trains harder than anyone, Nitesh. He is here every day. Hits many, many balls with his friends Raul, Hussein, up there in the Hong Kong Cricket Club nets. Does very well, and his dad throws him a lot of balls as well. Wonderful, supportive father and family there for him. Very well bowled, Ehsan. Really fired it in there. Experienced cricketer. 1 or 2 balls left in the over here. He's bowled well, Ehsan Khan. No question on that. 3.5 overs, 1 for 20. Finishing off here. Yeah, well played. Well played, well bowled. 4 overs, 1 for 21. A pretty good effort by Ehsan. Got the big wicket of Rory Keynes. So 4 overs to go here. I think really going to be throwing the bat, you would think, with wickets in hand, and considering the talent of Haroon, Ryan Buckley, and Luke Jones to come. So plenty of batting to come. Don't forget Elliot Scrivener, the captain. So he's his first game of captaining the Premier League. Elliot Scrivener. He made a wonderful century not out in the 2-day game against Kowloon Cricket Club last season. Batted and bowled very well. Became probably our best player last season, and he's captaining the side today, so he's very excited, and he'll probably be getting the ball pretty early today for the Hong Kong Cricket Club.
Indeed. Mohsin Khan now back on to bowl his 4th and final over. 3 overs, 1 for 19. The score on our overlay is, I think, 2 runs behind. I seem to have made a mistake while live scoring and managing the feed. Other should be batting on 17 of 16. Coetzee is on 19, so I got that correct. So I just need to figure out how to adjust that a little bit.
You are doing about 5 jobs in one, Nitesh, so we'll let you go on that minor mistake here. So, young Khan, he's coming in. 4 overs to go. 3 for 133. Beautiful day here in Hong Kong. Beautiful day at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Sun shining beautifully. Not much moisture around. Well played. This is the battle. Young Khan versus Martin Coetzee. Huge crowd watching down in Australia. Say hello to Isaac Poole, Alex Shepherd. They'll be down there. They're big Hong Kong Cricket Club supporters. Martin's fans and family over there in South Africa. And of course, a huge number of fans watching here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. What will Martin do here? He's on 90 off 57 balls. Will he go over the top? Bang! Over the top of square leg. That's 6 biscuits for mine. Venkat raises the arm. Gazantha looks at me and he says, I don't know where we're going to bowl to this man here. Martin Coetzee, he's absolutely on fire. 96 off 58 balls, closing on 100. Getting dropped when he was in his 20s at deep square leg is going to hurt here for little Saiwan. Oh, what's he going to do now? Could he get to the 100? Could be his first 100 for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Young Khan under pressure. Steams in here. Will it be the slower one? Will he fire under the stumps? Can he get to his 100 here? Oh no, he's running in. Could dump short. Oh, he's safe. Runs back. Great running here. Wonderful running. Oh, he was lucky. Dug it in short, Young Khan. Martin got a bit of a top edge. There's clapping there. He's not at his 100. He's on 98 or 59 balls. The crowd here at Hong Kong Cricket Club watching intently. Oh, the tension here.
100 on debut.
Chance 3 for 142, 16.3 overs. In he comes. Bang, catch. Oh, he's dropped it. It's gone 4. It's 4. It's 4. It's 100. Oh, how about that? He's dropped him. Could have been a massive one. Martin Coetzee, his debut 100 here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. He dug it in short. The bowler's gesturing at his field. Come on, I had him there, but Martin Coetzee raises the bat. Well done, young man. He's come in from South Africa. He loves Hong Kong. He loves the Hong Kong Cricket Club. And on his debut for the Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier League, he has got 100 here. Well done. Absolutely delighted for him. Delighted for his family. Delighted for his fans. Delighted here for Hong Kong Cricket Club. He's been a wonderful support to the younger players here. He's a terrific team man, and he's got 100 here. And he's not going to stop here, Nitesh. He's going to keep going, I think. What's the bowler going to respond with?
Slower ball bouncer. See, that's what he tries. He took some pace off it, but length in the arc for that slog sweep, the centre man tidies up.
It's interesting. They've got a deep point and a deep mid off. No deep cover. He does hit it well over deep cover, but I think he likes to, I think, get it across to leg side. You would think with the number of balls that are going there. Arda doing a wonderful job batting at number 5. I thought he was batting 8 or 9, but he's been pushed up, which is terrific. Give him an opportunity. 18 off 17 balls. Hong Kong Cricket Club 3 for 147 as Young Khan steams in. Well played. Just cuts it out there to deep point. My friend George Clark in the UK, he loved having a deep point, no question on that. Well bowled. Well bowled, good over. Good over for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. 17 overs, 3 for 148. Luke Jones, Ryan Buckley, Haroon, Charlie Wallace, Elliot Scrivener and Martin Versfeld still to come in. 3 overs to go, and we look all around. Big crowd here, a lot of people supporting. We've got Trent Johnson, the Hong Kong national coach. He's over there in the boundary bar, just looking at all the players, looking at talent, looking at the talent, looking at what from both sides could some of these players come and play a job in the national side. Now here's one of my favourite people, is Tanveer Ahmed. Used to be at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, had about 4 or 5 years. He was wonderful for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. He decided to go to Little Saiwan, so he's used to this ground, Nitesh. He's bowled well at this ground, and I think he'll have a point to prove, having decided to go and join Little Saiwan. He got taken apart early, 1 over for 14, and he'll be looking to strike back here. Trying to bowl full, you would think, Nitesh, what's your view?
He is known as a bit of a Yorker and death over specialist, so he probably should try that. But let's see if he can. The last over he bowled, he hit back of a length to Coetzee and got a few dot balls that way. Oh, that's perfect. Right in the Yorker, right on the ankles. No run for that. Brilliant.
Also a shout out to his brother, Ehsan, who also had a couple of seasons of the Hong Kong Cricket Club. So both very, very good players, both good bowlers, both can bat quite well. He's got a big job here for Little Saiwan. The batsman will be going hard. Ardit's seeing it very nicely, and Martin's in sublime form. So Tanny, he does bowl the slow ball bouncer. He's excellent at firing at the stumps. It's not a bad choice here for little Saiwan to be bringing him on here. But there's a huge amount of pressure on. It's a small ground. It's a beautiful day. Definitely conditions in favour of the batsman. Yeah, well bowled. Just a slower one there. Well done. But this is the battle, you would think. This is what the crowd comes here to see, and we've got people streaming in here into the Hong Kong Cricket Club. But of course, we are making sure, Nitesh, social distancing. That's very, very important here in a COVID environment. We're going to make sure that we keep safe and secure here in Hong Kong, and especially here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. So big crowd, all in the restaurants and bars and at the pool as they come in to see Tanvir. He's staring down Martin Coetzee. What's he got for him? He wipes his nose here. Here he comes in. He starts his plan, just passing on here to the great man.
Thank you, David. But after that commentary stint, I think you deserve the title of the great man. So 4 deliveries still left in the 18th over. 154 for 3 HKCC. Martin Coetzee on 103. 14 boundaries and 4 maximums in his innings. He's been severe off the back foot. A couple of sumptuous drives down the ground as well. And here's Tanvir Ahmed. And that should be a no ball. And a free hit.
This will be something to watch. Matt Coetzee on a free hit. Where will this ball go? Tanvir Ahmed didn't have a good day with the ball. 1.2 overs, 21 runs, no wicket. This must be something. What is he gonna do now? We expect a 6 here, but short ball, and that will be a 6. Yep, the 4th greening 6 of tonight's game.
Wow, massive Tanny fan. He's been he had a wonderful career here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Maybe it's the pressure, maybe he hasn't had a lot of training in, but he's really struggling to find his mark. 1.3 overs, none for 27. Full tosses over the batsman's head, 5 wide. He's gone for 6 here. But I'm a big believer in Tanny Ahmed. He'll strike back here. He's played a lot of national cricket. He's played at a high standard. He's under pressure, there's no doubt. Can the young man? He's got to bowl at full. He's got to really find that off stump. Well bowled. Excellent bowling. Excellent bowling, Tanny. Nice comeback here. Your view here. What's Hong Kong Cricket up there? 3 for 161. Bit under 2.5 overs to go. What's your view? What are they looking for?
With a set Martin Coetzee, I think 190 is a bare minimum. At this point, you know, you've got Adit at the other end, striking it well, rotating the strike. There's no reason why they can't score 2 runs a ball in the remaining 14 deliveries.
Tanvir Ahmed coming back in. It's full toss and it's down the ground, and that's going to be 4. Martin Coetzee is showing what he can do. He is still not done as the score moves on to 165 for 3. I would think they look around 202 over here.
202. Yes, very specific. you got to make the calls. Tanny Ahmed under big pressure here.
Right, the last ball of the 18th over. Matt Coetzee, 113 of 65, 15 fours, 5 sixes. And he goes straight down. That could be. It's a 6. Yet again a green in maximum to finish the 18th over. 171 for 3 after 18.
How about that? It's all happening here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. If anywhere you're in Hong Kong, you're in Kowloon, you're in Chim Cha Choi, Jordan, get down here to the Hong Kong Cricket Club and see some of the most exciting cricket, some of the best shots making you ever see in international cricket here. Oh wow, Premier League cricket in Hong Kong, does it get any better than this? I don't think so. Little Saiwan, wonderful club, been around for a long period of time, facing the Hong Kong Cricket Club, a club that's been here for 169 years, one of the oldest, if not the oldest cricket club in Asia. And isn't it terrific? Beautiful sunny day here. Martin Coetzee, he's on fire, he's 119 off 66 balls. People tuning in from around the world, and Ardit, the young fella, he's come across from Kowloon Cricket Club, he's loving it as well. He's on 20 off 20 balls, 2 overs to go, exciting, just absolutely wonderful. Venkat, the umpire there at the bowler's end. We've got Niaz Ali, he's at square leg. I think he's taken a couple of steps back because Martin Coetzee, he's on fire. Coming in now, young car, no, who's about this? D. Rao. He's only bowled 1 over for 13. He's been doing some training with the national team under Trent Johnson. Pressure on this young man. Here he comes in with the left arm. Well bowled. Just chips it away there. Gets the main man back on strike. Wow. Martin Coetzee. Oh, is there anything more exciting than watching him playing in Hong Kong? Come across from South Africa. Came with his wife, who's I believe is a teacher. And I think he's looking leg side here, and he's going to try and put one up in the chairman in the general manager's terrace, or maybe he's going to try and put one into the tennis courts, perhaps. Here he comes in. Bang! Well bowled, just outside off stump, just cramped him up there. Took the single again, passing over to my fellow commentator.
Yeah, that was a really good comeback from Rao. Got pumped in his first over, and now he's just given 2 runs of 2 balls. I think Hong Kong Cricket Club at right now would be looking at around 200 plus. As Ardit goes for yet another 6, and that will be a green ink maximum tonight. Probably the 7th one of today. Ardit's first 6 for Hong Kong Cricket Club in the Premier League. Might I be specific? And I think a player is down here on his toes. Has he injured? I believe he's just stretching. Ardit Gurwara, take a bow, young man. Swing and a miss, that was well bowled. Just on middle stump.
202 can still happen.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
8 balls. At a run rate now of 9 per over. Ardit to face up, and he goes bang. Will it be taken though? Oh yes it is, and that will get little Saiwan back. Now their heads will be up. It's okay. Huh? We think it's
ball. No?
Oh, it's a no ball. Come.
No, not a no ball. No,
No.
ball.
It was Aftab Hussain who took the catch.
What was that?
And we have a new batsman coming in. I think that is Harun Arshad it is. And I remember Harun Arshad, he played in the last Premier League, got Little Saiwan to a super with 3 sixes to finish off.
And mighty impressive in the Asia Cup qualifier game against Malaysia as well.
Very well said.
An unbeaten, I believe it was 26, 20 odd.
Yep.
But don't go by that score. It was a crucial innings in a high pressure chase on an aging wicket.
Very well batted, Ardit. Very proud of him. Did very, very well. Wonderful knock there. Young Rao's got the wicket. Well done. 1.5 overs, 1 for 21. Big job bowling to Martin Coetzee here. Bang! That's going over deep cover. Fielder running around there. Back for 2. Oh, he slung that in sidearm like Jeff Thompson. Well done. Good over. Leaving 1 over to go. So who's coming here? So Haroon. So he's a what a wonderful challenge for him. He came across from Little Saiwan. He was another, again, he's part of the big four that's come across. He said, I want to come across and play for the Hong Kong Cricket Club, be part of the club, be part of the culture, work with the facilities and be a better player. So he's been working very closely with the Trent Johnson and the national team, bowling very well. He's already had a couple of games already in the Sunday League getting wickets. He's missed out a little bit with the bat so far, but Gazanfar bowling the last over, a leg spinner. Nothing better than seeing a talented leg spinner here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Gazanfar so far, he's gone for a few runs, and he's be bowling to Haroon here. So two national guys going at each other. We're right behind him down here at the commentary box at the swimming pool end. Very, very exciting. Will we see a six? Will we get Martin back on strike? Well hit, straight down to Ibrahim. Oh, beautiful from the young man. Well done. Captain Little Saiwan last year, one of my favourite players, bowls well, bats well, gives us a little wave as well. Well done, Ibrahim. Nice to see her. And more excitingly, it gets Martin Kotsia back on strike. In comes Gazanfar to Martin. Throws it up. Bang! Way up in the air. Gets underneath it, the Little Saiwan player. Oh, it's a no ball. You wouldn't believe it here, ladies and gentlemen. Down here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, he's bowled a no ball. It's a free hit. He gets the run. He gets the two here, and Martin Kurtzi is going to be facing a leg spinner trying to pummel him over the nets that have been raised in the last 3 months. What's he going to do here?
I think he's going to shoot for Aman Gidwani's magical target of 202. There we go. Another maximum in front of square on the leg side. Martin Kutsia, I believe that, I'm losing count, but I believe that's 7 maximums for him today. The score now moves on to 191 with 4 deliveries left in the 20th and final over of the innings. Gazanfar continuing to leak runs. 4 deliveries left. Can they get up to 200? Another slog sweep. Will this be taken? Yes. Oh no! He's put it down. Martin Kutsia. A cat with 9 lives. Second time, I believe, that he's been put down. The beneficiary of a couple of no balls and free hits. 192 now for 4.
You wouldn't believe it. Gazanfar be pulling out his hair. God, you got to take those at this level, surely. Bang! Oh, that's up into the hill. Haroon Shah says, if you pitch it up to me, Gazanfar, I'm going to go bang. And he goes over deep, goes really straight. Wonderful batting. Oh, Gazanfar, he was unlucky with the no ball. He had Martin in the ball before. This is very difficult. It's a wonderful pitch and a wonderful ground here at Hong Kong Cricket Club, but it's not the biggest ground here in world cricket. And Haroon says, if you pitch it up, I'm going to bang it straight. 4 for 191, 4 for 198. My fellow commentator said, I'm looking at 202. He said, there's no chance Hong Kong Cricket Club's getting 202. Now, with 2 balls to go, they're 4 runs short of it. So I better pass over to the great man. He's right on track.
Yeah, that was a brilliant shot by Harun Arshad. And this is what I was saying about, he came out against Hong Kong Cricket Club, got into a super over 3 sixes. Can we see 4 runs and 2 balls? Gazanfar bowling really well tonight, but this has been some show from Hong Kong Cricket Club. He's got 4.4 overs, 51 runs and 1 wicket. And we have a ball. It's a new ball, not the same one. Harun Arshad, here we go. 2 to come. Swing and a miss. So it's down to the last ball. What will happen here? What will HKCC finish on? I would certainly think 200. But can they get up to a predicted score of 202? Yeah. Harun Arshad goes bang. There will be a fielder down there. So they'll finish at 199 for 4 in 20 overs. Harun Arshad finishes 8 of 4 with 1-6 at 233 strike rate. Matt Kutsi not out of 131 of 71 balls. 15 fours, 7 sixes, 184 strike rate. Take a bow, young lad, and welcome to Hong Kong.
That's right, HKCC finishing on 199. So in the chase, Little Saiwan will require exactly 10 runs and over. A stunning century for Martin Kutsia, 131 off just 71 deliveries for him, including 7 maximums, 7 gigantic maximums, a couple of drop catches, a few free hits, helping him on his way. Harun Arshad with a massive hit straight down the ground in that last over. The Little Saiwan players, they get together in a huddle. They have quite the task ahead of them. With the bat, Ehsan Khan and Waqas Khan will be crucial to their chances of chasing down this imposing target of exactly 200. David, your thoughts?
What a wonderful innings, really. Martin Coetzee, and really a terrific effort by the Hong Kong Cricket Club side. All the batsmen, they dug in. Obviously, Ninad was a bit unlucky early. Wonderful catch and second slip by Little Saiwan there. But Martin Coetzee, you can't really go past him. He'll give you a chance, but if you don't pick him up, he'll punish you. And what a wonderful innings! 131 not outs off 71 balls, 15 fours and 7 sixes. We raised the nets here on the tennis court side of the Hong Kong Cricket Club by an extra 5 metres before this season. We might have to raise them another 10 metres with Martin Coetzee joining the club. He hits it very hard. So a wonderful effort by the Hong Kong Cricket Club. But don't count out Little Saiwan. Plenty of talented players there. A lot of guys around the national team or in the national team or contracted players or pushing to get in there. Nathan and his groundsmen have always do a wonderful job there. The ball run across the ground quickly, and it's not a big oval here. So if with the field up early on, if Little Saiwan can get off to a flyer, don't count them out. But surely at this stage, chasing 10 and over of 20 overs, Hong Kong Cricket Club in the box seat, and we look forward to welcoming back our viewers and fans from all in Hong Kong and all around the world in about 10 or 20 minutes' time for the resumption of play.
I was watching. well left, and Hong Kong Cricket Club are off. 200, the required score at 10 and over. Can we see another 100 from one of the players in Little Saiwan? Trying to slap it away, but he will not get enough bat on that, as it just goes to the keeper.
Balls to start, right?
Correct. Ikram Hussain, 0 of 2. Ibrahim Mohammed at non-strike. Wallace on the money, and they will scamper through for the one. Throw straight on a fielder, and we have an injury, I think. Goes for an overthrow, well backed up. Really good throw, but unfortunately it got hit on a fielder. One without loss, Little Saiwan. At comparison,
50% चार्ट हो गया अभी 75 होने थे
Ibrahim Mohammed on strike for his first ball of the Premier League T20. A swing and a miss. HKCC finding the line and length here. And they're off to a good start to defend 199. Ryan Buckley at mid-on. Elliot Scrivener mid-off. It's in the air. The keeper, it has to go to bowler's end. Directed, and he was in trouble. There's a call of a yes initially, and then it turned to a no, and then there was a lot of trouble at the non-striker's end. If Charlie Wallace was behind the stumps, maybe there was a chance of a run-out. Four dots in this over as the last ball of the first over. Defended, they want the run. Charlie Wallace in the way is Mohammed, and that is trouble as we see him limping. Two without loss after one. Where is it? Good over by Charlie Wallace. Bowled really well.
So the captain is going to share the new ball, Elliot Scrivener.
He's going to bowl.
Looks like it, because the captain is hand.
Looks like Elliot Scrivener, the captain, is going to bowl this second over. Left arm spin. He's bowling into Ibrahim Mohammed. Some new names coming up here for me in this Little Taiwan team. Scrivener, really good bowler. What can he do? Can he get it turning? And playing on this wicket, I can say in the second innings the ball slides on. So a really good choice of bringing on some spin here. Starts off with a wide. Not the start he would have wanted as the captain of HKCC today. HKCC have a lot of spinners, so they can turn to them at any time they want. Just nudged away on the leg side. And he will rotate it for 1 run to get 4 runs of 1.1 overs. This is some start by HKCC. They want to defend this target and they're doing it really, really well. Will he strike? Short and nudged away for a single. Rory Kane's trying to attack the ball, but there is a fielder there. I think it was Adit Gurwara there. That youngster who batted really, really well today. He's been the go-to person tonight, except for Matt Kutzer, who was excellent. And smashed away. Adit is there, and he will stop that ball and pass it into Rory Kane's. Really good fielding by HKCC here. They're going at 3 and over. Required run rate shooting to 10.54 now. Tries to nudge it away, and a very clear call of no by Ibrahim. 2 balls for the second over to finish. He tries to cut it away. Really well taken by Rory Keynes. Showing top class fielding today. And there you go. Ibrahim goes with the back foot punch. And that will be well stopped. And Charlie Wallace will scamper back for 2 to finish 7 without loss after 2. Charlie Wallace is going to continue, as I'll pass on to my fellow commentator.
I have tape.
Thank you, Aman. Quiet start so far for LSW, yet to get a boundary in this innings. It was a slowish start from HKCC as well, going at around 6 runs and over for the first 5. It's nudged away, another dot ball. Like we were saying, HKCC going at around 6 runs and over for the first 5 overs before Martin Kutsia went absolutely nuts. 131 for the powerful former first-class cricketer from South Africa. Here comes Wallace. Off the back foot once again, right on target. The batsman managed to scamper through for a single. They're going to need a lot more than that, however, to gun down 200. Charlie Wallace. Good start here from Charlie Wallace. Some good energy in that action, digging that in short.
Sticking on the surface.
Ibrahim Mohammed yet to get away his first boundary. In fact, LSW yet to hit a boundary in this innings. Oh, and that's a full toss. That will be called a no ball. It seems to have struck the batsman on the hand as well. We hope he's okay. No one ever means for something like that to happen. Completely accidental from Charlie Wallace. LSW. Could this be the ball that breaks the shackles? A no ball and a free hit now. Ibrahim Muhammad, can he get this away? Goes for a pull shot. Square leg umpire signals one bouncer for the over. So good comeback there from Charlie Wallace. Two balls left in this, the third over, and we're yet to see a boundary in this innings. The required run rate climbing very quickly. Another big shot attempted, makes no connection. Ibrahim just walks away, gathers his thoughts, adjusts his thigh pad, adjusts his helmet. It's a 5-4 leg side field right now. Fine legs in the circle. Deep square leg back on the fence. Will he persist with this back of a length plan of attack? That's nudged away on the offside for a single to close out the third over. It's 10 for no loss, LSW. And it's HKCC skipper Elliot Scrivener to continue from the other end with his left arm spin. A big shot attempted. This should be the first boundary of the innings. Just behind square on the leg side. Ibrahim Muhammad breaking the shackles. Something that was desperately needed for the men in orange and blue. That's stroked away through the covers. Good piece of fielding from from extra cover in the circle. Palms it away and the batsmen scamper through for a single. That's shorter. Unable to do much with that. Just tries to turn that away through mid-wicket. Once on the leg side. So good comeback from Elliot Scrivener after conceding that boundary. Tries to cut that away. Just a little bit of bounce. A big shot attempted. Is this a chance? Nope, not at all. That goes all the way, so a much better over there for LSW. 11 runs coming off it. It's 21 for no loss now after 4. Both batsmen now getting a move on with a boundary and a maximum respectively in that over. And it looks like we have a change in bowling. Should be Harun Arshad into the attack. And yes, it is.
Yeah, Harun Arshad with the red band on his head. One of the good bowlers, he can get a nipping back in. Can we see a lot of that on this surface? He just gave a practice ball to Ryan Buckley, which is pretty quick. Here we go. This comes down the wicket and misses the ball. A great start from this young bowler for Hong Kong. He's showing what he can do at domestic level as well. This could be a challenge for Taiwan to get him away for a boundary or a 6.
Harun Arshad, of course, picking up a 5-wicket haul at the ACC Eastern Region T20 tournament, part of the qualification pathway to the now postponed Asia Cup. Oh, and it looks like he's got an edge on that, the batsman. Fortuitous, but he won't mind. 4 lucky runs for Ibrahim Muhammad. His second boundary. He moves on to 14. The score moves on to 25 for no loss. So just in the last 5 minutes or so, LSW getting a move on after getting off to a quiet start.
Pretty unlucky for Harun Arshad. Put in the hard effort to get that wicket. Guides it down. Fielder is there. It's Luke Jones, I think, who threw it to the bowler, Zent. And well backed up by the skipper. These are stuff we talk about here in Hong Kong cricket. Backing up all the time for no extra runs through overthrows. And it's starting to develop in all sorts of cricket in Hong Kong right now. Men's cricket, Saturday League, Sunday League. Harun Arshad coming in. And that's hit away through the cordon. That's going to be 4 runs. And that will be another 4 to Ikram. He moves on to 13 from 11. And he's on this run chase. Could we see another Matt Coetzee over here?
Well, it's going to take a special effort to replicate what Martin Coetzee did in the first innings. If you're just joining us, HKCC won the toss, chose to bat first, and posted 199. Here comes Harun Arshad. The batsman unable to find the gap through the offside. Like we were saying, HKCC posted 199 in the first innings, largely on the back of an undefeated 131 from Martin Coetzee, former South African first-class cricketer. Both teams at this stage getting off to a very similar start. The important thing for LSW is they have not lost a wicket, and both batsmen look set. A big shot attempted, no connection to round off the 5th over. LSW going at exactly 6 runs and over. They're 30 for no loss after 5.
On the other side, KCC posting a score of 141 for 9 in 20 overs. And USRC 7 for 1 in 1.2 overs. Batsman gone is Imran Arif. Davidson got him LBW. Yes, Shahid Wasif is opening, 4 of 3 with 1-4. And Sakwat 1 of 3. Last over before the power play comes to an end.
Absolutely, Shahid Wasif, part of a trio of Hong Kong players who've done so well and improved so much in the recent past. Shahid Wasif, Harun Arshad and Aftab Hussain. In the year or so since the T20 World Cup qualifiers, where Hong Kong crashed out in heartbreaking fashion to Oman, these 3 have emerged as Hong Kong's next generation.
USRC, they win, will be their first ever Premier League win.
And Nitesh has reminded me that if USRC win, it will be their first ever Premier League win. A massive, massive shot that goes into cow corner and smacks into what I believe is the members' pavilion.
Mix them up.
So that moves the score on to 36 now for no loss. And Ibrahim Muhammad with his first maximum. Ikram has one maximum of his own. Kinchit Shah, not used to such treatment, is he, Aman?
No, he's not. And just to correct, it's not the members' pavilion, it's the Willow Room, the Chinese restaurant here. As he cuts that away, and it's really well fielded down there. So Hong Kong Cricket Club showing some talent.
No sun. No sun.
No sun. No sun. Kinchit Shah coming in. Oh, that's guided down. And that will be for Nina Cha. Can't stop it. Too quick for him as well, as the score is 41 without loss after 5.3 overs.
So last weekend, I think Kinchit Shah bowled 10 overs for 16 runs. He was very given 11 in his first 3 balls today. Cricket is such a...
This game could turn at any point.
Kinchit bowling well. Not bad balls.
Kinchit is slugged again, but there is a man out there at lawn who will get them only 1 run. 2 balls to go, as signaled by Niaz Ali and Venkat.
So Kinchit.
Kinchit Shah. He delivers, swing and a miss, could have been gone. Really good comeback. He's trying to find that length where he can get that wicket and potentially break this partnership that is cruising at the minute. Oh, there's an inside edge, and it just misses the stumps. Kinchit Shah finishes it over. That will be the end of the power play at 42 for none. Similar to HKCC that finished at 48 without loss. Or 48 for 1. Beg your pardon.
Good observation there, Aman. The score's pretty even at a similar stage in the innings. Signal from the umpire is the end of power play 1. And we have a change in the bowling.
Scrivener bowling,
Hmm?
Isn't Scrivener bowling from the center already?
Yeah.
no, Harun was bowling the same.
different end.
Harun was bowling and now they've just changed it
Yeah.
up.
Change of ends for third over.
So it's a change of ends for skipper Elliot Scrivener. He has 2 overs left in his possible 4 overs. Ikram just eyeing up the leg side. 2 boundaries and 1 maximum for him so far in the innings. Unable to find the gap, just finds the man in the cover region. It's Kinchit Shah who does the tidying up there. An uncharacteristically expensive first over from Kinchit Shah. And he's unable to cut that off, but that's just a single. There's a man there at deep cover. The required rate now almost nudging 11.5 runs and over. A reminder that Ehsan Khan and Waqas Khan still to come for LSW. And that's nudged away into the offside. LSW, of course, have the luxury of knowing exactly what they have to chase down. And that target is exactly 200. Here's Scrivener. Oh, he charges down the track. An intelligent piece of bowling from the left arm spinner. Fires that in. What's up?
Yes, he came down the wicket, missed it. Rory Keynes didn't even look at the stumps, just threw the ball and it hit the bail off. But fortunately for Saiwan, the batsman was in. So some start here for Saiwan, some luck. Could they chase down what will be a promising run chase on this pitch that has not happened in 2 months?
Absolutely, Aman. If they do chase this down, it's going to be some chase. It's not exactly a perfect batting track. No major demons in it. But the ball just stopping a little bit on the batsman. It's not your stereotypical flat deck. And another single towards the cover region. So a steady start here from LSW, but they're going to have to step on it. 46 for no loss after 7.
This is a great start and a good move by Elliott to bring on some spin, since it's going to slide on to this wicket later on, probably after the 10th over or so. There are a lot of spinners to come. We've got Neenat Shah, Luke Jones, and of course Kinshit Shah. And now we have a change in bowler. It is Martin Versfeld. He is a pace right arm medium bowler, and he is bowling into Ibrahim Mohammed, who's on 24 of 23, 2 fours and 1 6, has a strike rate of 104.
Nearly 12 and over needed. 2 a ball needed for Little Saiwan.
And for Little Saiwan, it's creeped up the run rate to nearly 12 and over. Not something they would want. They would like some boundaries now.
It takes 2 big overs and then Martin.
Yeah, they will need 2 big overs like Martin Cutsey, who fired 20 runs in 1 over.
And speaking of Martins, here's Martin Versfeld. Back of the length. Just a single there, looking to get a little bit inventive. And that is exactly the need of the hour.
Runs or leg bites?
I think leg bars. I didn't see the signal.
Yeah, runs.
No signal from the umpire, so it's runs there. And there's work to do here for Adat Gorawara. Just a single. He tidies up well. 12 runs. So that required rate, as we've mentioned, creeping up closer and closer to 12 runs and over. A boundary is needed right now. And a boundary is not what they get.
It is now over 12 and over.
And you're right, Aman. Now the required rate has snuck over 12 runs and over. Not an easy task here for LSW. And there we go, a much needed boundary behind square on the offside. And that's 50 up for LSW. A punch of the gloves between the batsmen. But they're going to need a lot more than that. Ehsan Khan and Waqas Khan, of course, still in the dugout. One of the 2 of those batsmen should be walking out next. Some big hits needed from LSW. And keepers up to the stumps now. Oh my word! That technically does go down as a chance. Perhaps he should have taken that, Max Versfeld. That's going to go down as a drop catch.
And there's probably an injury as well. Seemed a bit injured there. Probably a bit sore or a bruised finger. He's down on his knees now. And Little Saiwan miss out on 1 batsman, which would normally be there every year for the Premier League, Munir Dar. I would fire some 6s down here. He's coming in now. Cross seam, and that'll be just a single to wrap up the 8th over. It is 53 without loss, as the required run rate pushes down to 12.16 and over.
That's right, Aman. An interesting start here from LSW. They haven't lost a wicket yet, but they're not exactly smashing it all over the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Aman, what do you think? They haven't lost a wicket, but would you be happy with this start if you were LSW?
Yeah, certainly I would be happy, but I would be looking at probably some gaps here. If you kind of look, fine leg is up, so you would want to kind of scoop it behind him, get some 4s, probably air it up for a 6, take some chances. You've got a good batting lineup ahead of you, so the chances should be taken, as what we saw from HKCC. Took chances, probably risky, drop catches, but they somehow managed to get to 199 as Luke Jones comes in place now of Elliott Scrivener. Luke Jones, one of the most promising bowlers in HKCC of leg spin. This will be a fun contest. Ibrahim Mohammed.
Last time he bowled in the Premier League, got taken apart by Hassan Khan and Waqas Khan, so this is a chance for revenge for Luke Jones.
Luke Jones, as reminded by Nitesh, was hit for a 6 to the scoreboard by Hassan Khan.
It was like 20 runs in the over or something, right?
20 runs of his over, yes, Nitesh.
Now the chance for revenge here.
Could he strike
Two
back?
different batsmen, same team.
Yes, it is two different batsmen, but we don't know what he could do. These two batsmen could fire, or they could pull apart. Right, Luke Jones, number 34 to come in. Ibrahim goes up in the air. Will this be the chance? Ryan Buckley has taken a great catch at the boundary, and that will be the end of Ibrahim. A brilliant catch by Ryan Buckley. And that will be the big moment in this game. Well done, head coach of Hong Kong Cricket Club. You have made us all proud.
That catch was taken just slightly out of frame there, but Ryan Buckley perhaps just centimeters away from the boundary rope. A very smart catch. And this may sound controversial, but in my opinion that actually might be a blessing in disguise for LSW. It looks like Aftab Hussain.
No, I don't believe it's Waqas Khan.
Nope, it's Waqas Khan walking out at number 3.
As Nitesh was saying, could this be revenge for Luke Jones to get Waqas Khan? The run rate now pushing up to around 13 and over. They're just at 12.5 right now, but it could go up to 13. Ikram on strike, 21 of 20, 2 fours, 1 6, 105 strike rate. And he pulls that away, and that could go to the defense. A lot of work for the fielder there. And it's well fielded. Well done, young man. They'll scamper back for about 2 runs. They thought it would have gone to the fence, so they said, why not just scamper for 1? But actually, they get back for 3. Beg your pardon. Waqas Khan is on strike. The revenge is about here. Luke Jones he's bowling really well today. He's found his line and length. Luke not practiced much, I'd I say, but he's struck really well, despite that. There's a field change here. Adit coming at deep point. Scrivener moving around near the scorers. What will Waqas Khan do? Will he take that risk? Oh yes, he cuts it away, but there is protection out there. Elliott is there. 2 fielders were converging, but in the end it was Kinchit Shah who cut them down to 1. And now the required run rate, 12.5. It has gone up. So there has to be some risk now for little Saiwan. Otherwise HKCC could be in the front seat. Up it goes! Should it be taken? Nope, it'll bounce short. Would have been a blinder of a catch if that was taken. And that means Ikram is off strike. So Waqas Khan comes back on strike. 56 for 1 the score. He skies it, and that could be the 6. The greening 6 has come in here.
Greening 6. I don't think Greening has paid for the right to be called.
I did it.
That's right, Waqas Khan starting in typically belligerent fashion. A 6 over long off. And he cuts that one away, despite a slight fumble. Oh no, overthrows. Batsmen scamper through for a single, so Waqas will keep strike heading into the 10th over. It's 64 for 1 with 11 overs remaining. The required run rate in excess of 12 runs and over. LSW with some batting still left in the dugout. Ehsan Khan, we spoke about it earlier, a brilliant century right before COVID-19 brought cricket in Hong Kong to a standstill. Ehsan is still in the dugout. You've got Aftab Hussain as well, who can bash a few around. And Ikram is also undefeated on 24. But he's at the non-striker's end. Here's Waqas Khan. That's guided away. That's running away to the boundary. Batsmen were thinking about 2. But they decide against it, and wisely so. 5 runs remaining. 5 balls remaining in this, the 10th over. Things heating up literally and figuratively here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. That's cut away once again. Backward point makes no mistake.
I somehow feel that we may be down to a super over at HKCC yet again.
Aman Gidwani, never short of a brave prediction, predicted exactly 202 for HKCC in the last innings. They fell 3 agonizing runs short of that 202 target. Nonetheless, with 200 to chase down, LSW will be more than pumped if they can take this to a super over. That's right, Nitesh. 134 are required off the next 63 deliveries. And if they pull this off, it will be something special! That was almost something special by the man at backward point, Luke Jones, at full stretch, unable to hang on. But he gets a low 5 in any case.
Oh no, Buckley. Sorry.
Apologies, that was Ryan Buckley. My word. Ryan Buckley, of course, with that beautiful take just minutes ago on the boundary. And he's dug that one out. Oh, Ryan Buckley once again. The ball is following him around. He gets a hand on that, but can't stop the single.
How many runs off the over? 3 runs? 4 runs off the over.
So 4 runs off the over so far. Just 1 delivery left. HKCC will be very, very happy with this over. Oh, and that's a big shot. That should clear the man there at long on, and it does. Yet another maximum for Waqas Khan. 2 maximums so far in his innings. He's undefeated on 16. The score moves on to 74 for 1 at the halfway stage. 12.6 runs and over required for LSW to chase down what we all assumed was an imposing target. Aman, what are your predictions heading into the final 10 overs of this chase?
Well, I can't say because the run rate was, just before that ball, it was 12.98, creeping up to 13 runs and over. Gone back down to 12.6. Well done, Waqas Khan. Luke Jones yet again in the attack. 11 runs off his first over, but that wicket on the first ball. Can he strike? Will he take the long shots? It's up in the air. The fielder is underneath and it's taken. It's Ryan Buckley again. You cannot keep that man out of the game. Safe pair of hands, making no mistake. And that will be the end of Ikram. Well done, Luke Jones. We were just saying how good he is with the ball. And just what I was saying, near the 10th over, it'll start sliding on this pitch. And it's doing exactly that.
And don't forget, Luke Jones, he can hold a bat as well. So a very promising all-round talent for HKCC. And here we go. Here's the man. Captain Fantastic, the evergreen Ehsan Khan, walks out to the middle. This partnership could decide the result of this game. Both Waqas Khan and Ehsan Khan now at the crease.
Welcome, Mr. 360, to this pitch. Hope to see some good sixes from him today. It'll keep us all entertained. Congratulations to Ryan Buckley, taking his second catch in just 10 overs. That's something, as the sun is back again and it's beaming on us here at HKCC.
Aman, you seem a little too excited for the return of this unforgiving sunshine. Perhaps because you're not quite in the firing line here, but that's okay. I've got my shades on and I'm ready for the last 59 balls of this chase. Here's Luke Jones. Down the ground, Ehsan Khan off the mark straight away.
Really good start. Ehsan Khan just rotating strike. He knows Waqas Khan is going to attack this bowler, so he wants to give him that sort of strike. So if this partnership can go around to 100 runs, they're in some position to win this match or take it to super over. Full toss, Waqas Khan whips it away. Fielder out there, Ninad Shah will let it not touch the rope, and they'll just scamper back for 2. Good effort there by Ninad. Was nearly going to touch the rope, just fell short of the rope. Luke Jones bowling really well, keeping his composure here. And guided away, and they'll scamper for a single, quick single, rotating strike. There's an appeal for a run out. It's given not out by the square leg umpire. And this is the thing I like about Luke Jones. I know he's not a wicket-keeper batsman, but as a bowler batsman, he's kind of like MS Dhoni. He's really calm, this man.
And another interesting comparison there from Aman Gidwani. But I certainly get the metaphor. And Luke Jones, he really does do everything. Strong with the bat too. And he's performed well so far with the ball. 2 big wickets.
Former MCC young cricketer.
Let's not forget, Luke Jones, a former MCC young cricketer. As that's nudged away to close out the 11th over. 79 for 2 now, so 121 needed of 54 deliveries. But if there's anyone who can pull this off for LSW, it's the 2 men at the crease right now, Waqas Khan and Ehsan Khan. Don't forget, the boundaries aren't exactly massive here at HKCC. We've had a couple deliveries just bang into...
What's that building?
Here's HKCC expert Aman Gidwani to tell you what building has been bashed by some of these deliveries.
Well, 99% of it was banged into the sportsman bar and 1 shot in this innings to the Willow Room. God bless whoever was sitting near the window. They must have been damn scared if it broke the glass. Oh, an inside edge! Misses the stumps! Rory Keynes just gets it lodged into his pads. Lucky that it didn't go away to the boundary, because it's a really quick outfield here in the second innings. It's not as slow as it was before. Earlier it was just holding up into the pitch off this ground. It was just like not racing away to the boundary. Now it's starting to get quicker.
That required rate rising with every dot ball and single. It's at 13.7 right now. That's cut away. Will that be a boundary? Adit Gorawara, he has been really good in the field so far today. He's definitely saved a few runs. perhaps saving 3 runs there on the boundary. A good diving effort. And it's Waqas Khan back on strike. They need some big hits from Waqas Khan. He's already smashed 2 maximums so far in his 8 balls. He's unbeaten on 19. Unable to do much with that, just turns that away on the leg side, a misfield, and they come back for 2. Sloppy work there from the man at mid-wicket. He ran in, but his eyes were not on the ball.
Indeed, some sloppy work, but it can be improved. The required run rate just touching 13 per over now. As we will give you an update on what's happening on the other side in the Premier League between KCC and USRC just after this ball. Slap back down to long on. There is a man out there, so it'll just be 1. So KCC, as I said, finished at 141 for 9 in 20 overs. USRC 32 for 5 in 6 overs. The wickets, Ezaz Khan 3 overs, 10 runs, 4 wickets. That man. Oh, it's banged in short, and it'll just be the 1. We thought USRC could potentially get their first ever win in Premier League cricket, but well done to Ezaz Khan to preventing that. For USRC, the batters are Khan Akbar and A. Muhammad. So apparently Nitesh says they can bat, which means that could be some good news for USRC. Oh, the scoop shot, will it be taken? Oh, it's dropped, put down. Oh, that was a really good chance. He had it in his hand and then it got dropped. Kutzi's the man. And that is a dot ball, I believe. And the run rate now 14 and over.
That's right, the required run rate 14.5 to be exact. And it was Martin Kutsia there with the drop. So, hey, what do you know? Martin Kutsia is human after all.
Couldn't do a pull toe, go 50 and take 5 catches.
That's right, Nitesh. He couldn't do a pull toe. Pull toe in that first game, the women's game this morning, scoring 50 in the first innings and taking 5 catches in the second. A massive win there for the Jade Jets. For now, it's HKCC against Little Saiwan. A massive hit into cow corner.
We need that.
And that's Ehsan Khan with his first maximum. So Ehsan Khan joining in the party. Waqas at the other end. He's 22 off 11 with 2 sixes. Another big hit. This is a chance. No, it isn't. Martin Kutsia couldn't get a hand on that. Just to his left. Apologies, to his right. And yes, a 6 signaled by the umpire. So that's 2 maximums now off the first 2 deliveries of this over.
Luke Jones to Ehsan Khan, this has happened before.
And another 6! Is it? Yes! 3 maximums in a row. Game on here at the HKCC. Ehsan Khan versus Luke Jones. He's done this before and he's doing it again.
Can you do a Yuvraj? Come on, Ehsan.
100 up for Little Saiwan, 3 sixes. This reminds me of Andre Russell at the Wankhede in the semi-final against India. Or should I say Carlos Brathwaite?
This reminds me of Ehsan Khan against Luke Jones earlier this year in March. It's very similar to that battle, you know?
It is similar, Nitesh, but it isn't as so because that was just 1 6. Now it is 3 sixes.
That is true. He's improving on it. Ehsan Khan
Here we go then. This contest is on, well and truly. 3 balls. What is he going to do? And he's going to go into the gap. That's going to be 4 runs for Ehsan Khan. So he's broken that 6 record. Could have been 24 there.
Absolutely. 1 bounce 4, and it's 22 runs off the over right now. Look at those figures from Luke Jones taking a battering. 2 for 16 in his 2 overs. But now, his figure's 2.4 overs, he's leaked 38 runs. Ehsan Khan in belligerent form. Took a couple deliveries to get his eye in, but I think it's safe to say that he is well set. Without a doubt, this is the partnership to break for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. And to make matters a little worse for them, Waqas Khan is at the other end. He's got 2 maximums to his name. What can he do now? Nitesh reminds me it's still 94 required off 44 deliveries. But the momentum, without a doubt, with LSW right now. And another maximum. That's 28 off the over. This one has gone out of the ground. No one's fetching that. So 28 runs off the over so far.
Lost ball. That's $650 as well at HKCC, lost ball.
There we go, 650 Hong Kong dollars. That's how much that maximum will cost HKCC. We're gonna need a new ball. But will the new ball signal a change of fortunes for Hong Kong Cricket Club? They're gonna need something special. Luke Jones with hands on hips. Has not been an easy over for him so far. You've got to feel for the leg spinner. Ehsan Khan, however, an absolute powerhouse.
Yes, I agree. He is a powerhouse. I would say he's electric in the other hand. That is a lost ball. Fetch it whoever wants to. Right, so now they're discussing the balls. Elliot just deciding which one is good for his squad, as Ryan Buckley has moved from long on to long off now. So there's a clear vision for him. We've got a new ball, thankfully, in the bag that the captain likes. Luke Jones ready to bowl the last ball of this 13th over that has gone 4. 28 runs. Thanks, Nitesh. My maths is horrible. You can agree to that. Well, he's coming round the wicket. Will you take this wicket? It's an important one. And surely Ryan would love it. Yeah. That's going to be a wide. Oh, no. Could have finished better. Should have. If he advanced down, he probably could have been stumped. Ryan Buckley getting involved here. What's he going to do? Oh, he nudges it down for a cheeky single. And does it run out of peel, but it's not going to be out for sure. He was way in. And that is what Saiwan wanted, to keep them in the game or to get down to super over yet again. Can we go 2 years consecutive for a Premier League super over? Or Nitesh, are we down to a win to HKCC?
I'm rooting for super over.
Yeah, I would also think super over. Big entertainment here then. Right, Versfield's going to continue. He's been very economical, just 7 runs. 7.0 is his economy rate. What can Ehsan Khan do now? Will he decide to go over the top for a 6, or will he just nudge it for a single? He goes bang, the fielder is there, and the catch is taken! This could be the end of Saiwan.
Kicks in front of his former teammates. Harun Arshad, right in front.
Harun Arshad is the fielder, former teammate, well done. And that is the end of the big guy.
Good catch by Harun.
Yeah, that was a stunning catch by Harun Arshad. But don't forget, we still have some batting to come up. Aftab Hussain is still there, and much more. As I'll just give you a quick update on the other side. USRC, remember, chasing 142, are right now in a struggle.
Oh, Mehran Zeb, another big hitter. Mehran Zeb.
He's a good one.
He's a big hitter. Very young talent.
46 for 6, USRC in 9 overs. Mehran Zeb has come. I believe he's a big hitter. That's what Nitesh says. How much money should I bet on that, Nitesh?
He's a big hitter, but he's young and he'll be under pressure. So let's see what he does.
He's young and under pressure. That's surely on. You're taking up a good squad. This is a big competition. The two best sides in the tournament take on each other. Which one will lift their first win? And it's important to win this match because unlike tournaments where you play each other twice, you only play once over here. So if you win, you get the 2 points and move on, which will be good for HKCC moving on to the tournament. A lot of work to reflect on for HKCC, but I'm sure they will enjoy that comfortably.
Arun Arshad taking the catch. That diving right in front of his former teammate.
Yes. Ryan Buckley has moved from long off to point. Here we go then. And he's going to nudge it away to give Wakas Khan strike. Sorry, my bad. It is Zeb on strike. What can he do, Nitesh? Is he a big hitter like you say?
I've seen him hit hundreds in school cricket. I've seen him hit hundreds in Saturday cricket. But at this level, he's not quite proven yet. So I know he's got talent. It's just can he... I mean, if he performs now, he makes a statement, right?
That is right, Nitesh. Could he be a junior Munir Dar?
Yeah.
He's just going to nudge it away for a single here. Rotate strike. That's what they will need after that huge wicket.
So I've seen Mehran bat once this season. Unfortunately, he was run out early in his innings. Direct hit from a fielder.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know how much center wicket practice he's had in recent months. That's always going to be an issue. Again, the lack of game time.
Yes, that is true. It's affected everybody's cricket. Bang! And that could go for four. It well indeed has gone for four. It's beaten Ninad Shah. Do we have a game on still here? 80 runs to win.
Wakas Khan's very dangerous. Don't write off Wakas Khan.
Oh yes. Wakas Khan, can he carry his team alone? Just like Kutsa did.
38 balls, 80 runs. Might be a bit too much, but let's see.
80 of 30. That's the equation. Possible? Yes, indeed. There he goes. Bang! And it's gone for 6. Good night, says Wakas Khan. I want to get this done in a hurry. This game is now having a twist in it. This wicket is going to be a huge one for Hong Kong Cricket Club if they can get it.
The required run rate's been hovering around 12 for quite some time.
Yeah.
It was 12 early on when they saw the first few overs, and now it's still 12. So
it was 12, it went to 13, 14, 15, and now back to 12 again.
yeah, it's not out of reach yet. But it's just tricky.
This game is well and truly on the run rate now, 9, but required 12. As we said, it was fluctuating.
If it's 24 of 2 overs, you're back to
Oh, yes.
Right? The 12
Yeah.
is not a bad run rate to have. You can keep it there.
Oh, he's trying to do the same thing. Throw to bowlers and direct hit was there. Just what Nitesh was saying, Zeb was gone for a direct hit. If this one hit, was he gone again?
Mehran got twice to direct hit.
Oh, Mehran.
Right.
What fun we're having here at HKCC. It can't get better than this.
So far. Still doable. 74 runs in 6 overs.
74 runs and 36 balls. This is something. This is really something to pull back.
Arun Arshad coming back on.
And Harun is bowling, so there is a twist in this game as always.
See, the thing with a fast bowler is you can't line them up like the spinner, but you connect. It flies. It's a small ground. The outfield is fast. So
Yeah, that is true.
and Harun's got good slow balls, good yorkers, the death bowler for Hong Kong, all the experience, young guy, but got a lot of experience. And he's against his former team, so let's see what Harun can do. But I have seen Harun bowl expensive overs in the past. He's not infallible. He is still a young fast bowler, so we saw what happened to the Lil Taiwan fast bowlers at a death once Martin Coetzee started going. As a fast bowler, there's very little you can do to claw at that.
Ryan Buckley has just moved now to long on again. Just seems to be moving around the ground.
So Harun,
Will it prove right though? Harun giving 9 runs in his first over. Can he pull it back to Mehran? Oh yes, what a game we're having here. And the sun has simmered down. That's some good news. Here we go. Oh, bang! Could it go for 4? No, there is a man out there who'll keep it down to 1. Now, I think the plan was to get Waqas Khan on strike so that he can launch it out of here. Will that work?
Mehran and Haroon, if I'm not mistaken, both played in Hong Kong under 19 or were in the under 19 setup around the same time. Mehran's a bit younger, by like 2 years I think, so they know each other fairly well.
That's really good. Yeah, that's interesting news here.
Of course, Waqas Khan is Mehran's teammate, Haroon's teammate, so
Here we go then, Waqas Khan. The short ball, and it is given one bouncer for the over,
nicely done. Smart bowling.
but not given a wide, thankfully, for HKCC.
Smart bowling.
An important call there from the umpire. At least as far as HKCC are concerned, they still require 73 of the remaining 34 deliveries. It's the big hitting Waqas Khan on strike. Haroon Arshad, he runs in. And that's a massive hit. It's going,
Over.
well, it's going to clear us.
Another $650. Has it landed back in?
It might have.
We're trying to see if the ball has flown out of the ground or hit a tree and bounced back in. That may not be the ball. That may be a fruit that has fallen off the tree.
It dropped down, I think.
Yeah, something dropped down. We're not sure if it's a ball.
Yeah.
I think it was a fruit.
Is it up here? It dropped it.
Yeah, we heard something drop.
Oh, is it?
We're still... Oh, there we go! That is the ball! Applause all around. The Hong Kong Cricket Club, they may have conceded a maximum, but they saved $650.
Clubs supply their own balls, so don't want to lose money.
So 67 required now off the last 33 deliveries. Here's Haroon Arshad, back of a length. Very intelligent from Waqas Khan, picking up the single after that beautiful maximum. Haroon Arshad, of course, the designated death bowler for the Hong Kong Cricket Club, much like he is becoming for the national team. We spoke earlier of his exploits during Asia Cup qualifying. A 5-wicket haul. Can't quite remember if that was against Nepal or Malaysia. In any case, he's got 2 balls left in his second over, and we've got 5 overs left after this one.
Justin to his field. He's having a chat with Bucker.
Yeah, quick talk with Buckers, but USRC on the other side, 57 for 7 in 11 overs. Oh,
Come eventually. They're getting there. They're getting better each game. They'll get that first win.
we could get a first win this year or next year.
Hope this year.
Yeah, we all hope this year. Here we go then. What can Mehran do? Bang! Whoa, it's hit Haroon on the foot. Hope he's okay.
He's okay, yeah. That was hard.
That was belted down.
He's not showing anything.
As well as he never shows pain, this young lad.
He's a tough guy.
This guy never shows pain.
He's got a great heart.
He was bowling in the nets and got hit straight on the stomach.
Really, you saw that.
Yes, and that was an interesting story there, but he was so brave enough to continue bowling.
Tough man, Haroon. He's got a great heart for fast bowler.
You bet he is. He plays for Hong Kong, then surely he must be tough.
Good stuff. Good over this again. Keeping the quiet rate around 12. Yes, I want not out of this. 9 off is over already.
That could be a wide. It is a wide. No run though. And the score now 136 for 3 in 14.5 overs. Oh, real pressure here for HKCC.
They can keep getting
And so on.
30 of the last 2. Who do you back? Right? This game.
That's something like what RCB did last night against Rajasthan.
That was so painful.
My word, Aman Gidwani, you love your IPL references.
Oh, they're gonna get a leg by for that.
Just a leg by to round off the over. 63 now needed off the last 5. Mr. Nitesh Himlani, what is your prediction?
Super over. Let's do it.
Aman?
Super over.
Super over.
What do you think?
It's a
What?
tied game. They play one more over each side. Our camerawoman doesn't know what a super over is.
Opinions divided here in the media tent. Nitesh Himlani and Aman Gidwani, they want to see a super over.
Why don't you?
That's a good question. I want to see a super over as well.
Yeah, indeed.
Elliot Scrivener.
We are completely neutral here in the media tent.
Yeah, that would be
We just want to see one heck of a game, and one heck of a game it's been so far. LSW with a circumspect start.
63 in 5 overs.
Who were you supporting last?
Last 9.
Yeah, I don't know.
IPL? Obviously,
I was RCB.
It was Rajasthan, man.
Aye, yeah.
But you know what? I don't really pay attention to IPL. The Hong Kong Premier League is so much more interesting.
It is.
That's right, Nitesh. The Hong Kong Premier League is a lot more interesting than the IPL.
I would debate against that. Sometimes it's 50-50.
50-50.
It's
Fair
not.
enough.
It's not
50-50.
that
Fair
bad.
enough, fair enough. On par with IPL.
Yeah.
I agree.
Here's Elliot Scrivener.
Bang!
Oh, that's beautifully timed. Is that going to run away? No, it's not. Bit of a long boundary out there and a whitish long on. But Waqas Khan, he crosses back for 2. And his score moves on to 42 now. That's off the back foot. And they do collect a single. So Elliot Scrivener, with just 4 deliveries left in his 4 over quota, he's kept the runs down, conceding just 18 runs so far. It was a circumspect start from LSW, but Waqas Khan and Ehsan Khan putting the pedal to the metal. That's a valuable dot ball there. 60 required now of 27.
Ooh. Ah.
One run, get 1 or 2 away here.
Oohs and ahs from the media tent.
It's tight.
Here's Scrivener. Oh, and that should be out. Yes, it is.
Is he
Hot?
caught behind?
Hold.
Hold.
Hold him.
It looks like he was bowled there, but a big wicket. Mehran Zaib, the man to depart. The important thing for LSW is Waqas Khan is still out there, and there's every chance he may be joined by Aftab Hussain. We'll try and get confirmation on that as soon as possible. But surely LSW's hopes resting heavily on the shoulders of Waqas Khan. Aman?
Yes, I do agree with that. But certainly moving into the 16th over, I think it is fairly impossible to have a win for a DLSWCC. I think it is well impossible for a super over.
Next one who's come in is Rupa Singh. He's one of the informed batsmen for Little Saiwan, a new signing for the season. Playing his first Premier League game for Little Saiwan, has played for Independence. Good keeper, coming off 100 in Sunday League cricket recently. So, he's in a bit of form. He can hit a long ball. Do not rule him out. Do not rule Little Saiwan out yet.
That is really interesting. Did not know that. Just reminding you, the last one was bowled. It was a chop on.
He's getting caught behind.
Oh, it was caught behind, sorry. Really good from Rory Keynes. He must be really happy with that catch.
Very good catch.
Just waiting for Elliot to bowl. And they'll have to scamper for the 1. And that,
Balls off the mark.
yeah, he's off the mark, the new batsman. As USRC 67 for 8 in 12.2 overs. Waqas Barkat taking a wicket and Pascoe with another. Waqas Khan on strike. Bang! Could it go for 6? Oh, good effort from Harun Arshad, but it has gone for 6. That's another maximum. It's a flat 6.
49? Waqas Khan's 49.
49 for Waqas Khan of 21 balls. 1, 4, 5, 6 is 220 strike rate. Take a bow, young man.
You've got a feel for Elliot Scrivener. Such a good spell of bowling. His figure is just slightly sullied there, conceding a 6 of his final delivery. And we're all set for a blockbuster finish here at HKCC.
53 from 4 overs. Very doable.
53 now needed of 24 deliveries.
Who's coming on the ball? Someone's continuing, right?
Aman Gidwani going over to shake hands with Martin Kutsia, congratulating him for a brilliant century, 131 not out in the first innings, powering HKCC to 199. LSW began this innings requiring exactly 10 runs and over. Just as it looked like the required rate was getting out of control, going up towards 15 runs per over, Ehsan Khan and Waqas Khan snatching the momentum back for LSW. Having said that, the big wicket of Ehsan around, 3 overs ago, just balancing things out once again. A 6 off the last ball of the last over. And we're going to see a change of bowling here. Charlie Wallace. Such an impressive opening burst from the right arm quick.
2 overs left.
2 overs left now for Charlie Wallace. And I believe another 2 overs for Harun Arshad. There's every chance that these two will finish things off for HKCC.
Full chance of winning.
Rupa Singh with a century in the Sunday League not too long ago. And he goes down the track. Will this be caught? Yes, absolutely. Ryan Buckley once again with his 3rd catch of the innings. Makes no mistake. And now LSW have lost half their side. They still need 53 of the remaining 23 deliveries. It will be interesting to see if the batsman crossed.
Not much batting left. It's all 5 bowlers now. Aftab, Dhananjay, Gazamfar, Mohsin Khan, Tanvir Ahmed. So it's all in the toss.
David Varney's.
Varley's back with an exciting finish.
David Varley, he had to make his way over. What a blockbuster finish we have in store at HKCC. David?
Well, what a game today. Little Saiwan batting absolutely brilliantly. Waqas Khan, 49 off 22 balls. He's been on fire. But our man, our banker, when he's not closing the big deals, Charlie Wallace, he's bowled 2.1 overs, 1 for 5. Very well done, young man. A. Hussein's facing here. Pressure on him. Charlie Wallace bowling very, very quickly. Young Aftab, is it?
Yeah, it is Aftab.
Aftab on strike here. Charlie from the swimming pool end. All the Hong Kong Cricket Club members in there supporting. He comes in. Oh, good, well played. Good shot. No run. Oh, overthrows. Did he need to throw it in? Maybe not. You just got to hold on to the ball in that situation. 4 overs to go. Waqas Khan, the pressure's all on him. Charlie Wallace brushes the hair across, goes back to his mark here. What's he going to do? Will he bowl it short? Will he bowl it full? He's got the slow one. He's been in there training with the national team. There's a huge crowd stream down here to Hong Kong Cricket Club. Come from everywhere. Charlie Wallace in from the swimming pool end. Pressure on Waqas here. Short, bang. Just the one. Just the one. Every one run, that's a win for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. It's been a wonderful chase here from Little Saiwan. Batted absolutely brilliantly. 50 for Waqas Khan. Very well done. A very talented cricketer under the Trent Johnson stewardship there at the Cricket Hong Kong in the national team. He's been around the scenes for a while. Batted beautifully today. 50 off 23 balls, 5 sixes. Really feasted on some of the Hong Kong Cricket Club bowlers. In comes Charlie Wallace. Huge over this one. Short, bang. Has he got enough? He's going towards the swimming pool, getting back.
6.
Bang. 6 runs. What a wonderful shot. Oh, Aftab Hussain. Wonderful shot. He went back. He's slapped it across into the pool area. That one hurts Hong Kong Cricket Club. It is getting tight now. 5 for 155, 16.4 overs. It is tightening up down here. Oh, wow. What do you think over here, my friend?
I think we're down to a super over. That's what I think.
Oh, he's making another prediction, the young fella.
Here we go then. 42 runs for a super over. That's what I think will happen. 44, my beg your pardon. I think we're really down to a super over. These two can do anything. Here we go then. Charlie Wallace. Kaboom! It's in the air.
What's in the middle?
Kotzi coming in. It's gonna be safe. They'll only take the one. Oh, so much tension over here, and everything is happening here in the test. That's absolutely right. What do you think, Jay?
I think we're in for an absolutely cracking finish here at HKCC. Waqas Khan, he's back on strike. 44 required now off 19. Charlie Wallace coming in for the last ball of his third over. A swing and a miss, an important dot ball. So 44 it will remain. 44 of 18 now.
43 for a super over.
David, if you were Elliot Scrivener right now, who would you be turning to?
Well, you've got to go to your most experienced players here, and he's going to Haroon Shah. Nothing better than a fast paceman who bowls with a headband, as far as I'm concerned. That brings the crowd in. And we've had messages from all around the world. Down there in Australia, Alex Shepherd, he's glued to his screen. The friends in South Africa, up there in the boundary bar. We've had people coming in from Repulse Bay, Stanley. They're down here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club because there's nothing better than a chase 44 needed off 3 overs. Reminds me a lot of the 1999 World Cup semi-final. South Africa were chasing down Australia. Wackers Khan, he's a lot like Lance Clusson, you have to say. He could win the game off his own bat, but it's never easy to chase run. Pressure on Little Saiwan, 5 for 156. Huge crowd. They're watching here. They're watching here in Hong Kong. They're watching around the world. Just having a look. The third man's come up, young booster. So where's he going to be bowling? So mid-off's back, a deep cover. Haroon, the national player, 2 overs, none for 19, a little bit expensive. He's really got to get it right up there. Huge first ball coming up here. Oh, bang. You've got to give credit to Aftan Hussain. He's picked that up beautifully right out of the middle and he's hit it straight down towards the service station. 6 off the first ball. What a wonderful game we've got here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Little Saiwan. Oh, that hurts Hong Kong. That hurts the Hong Kong Cricket Club. But you got to back Haroon here. His first game, he's playing against his old side. He'd be a little bit toey, a little bit nervous. 38 off 17 balls. Still Hong Kong Cricket Club probably got their noses in front. Here he goes again. Bang! Swings it across to the leg side. Will they come back for 2? No. 1 run's a win for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Rory Keynes, our super keeper there, picks it up there. So. Wow, so we look around the field, we've got Ryan Buckley at point, Martin Versfeld at third man, Neenad Shah, got about just in front of cover, Elliot Scrivener, the captain, deep mid-off, plenty of good players out there, just as few guys warming up. Who's going to be bowling those critical last few overs? But for now it's Haroon. He's bowling to Wackers Khan. He's 50 off 24 balls, 1 4 and 5 6s. He's probably the man. If Little Saiwan are going to get home, it's going to probably be Wackers Khan who's going to be the key man. Here comes Haroon. Oh, well bowled. They'll take the single there. Just had it wide outside off stump. Wackers Khan can only just get a little bit of the toe of the bat. Rolls away there to cover. So 8 off the first 3 balls, a 6, 2 1s, 14.4 required. Oh, it's an exciting finish. Is there anything better than watching cricket in Hong Kong?
Absolutely not. We thought this game was dead and gone when LSW required close to 15 runs and over. A stunning comeback. Ehsan Khan and Waqas Khan went absolutely ballistic even after the wicket of Ehsan Khan. Waqas Khan has been merciless. 5 maximum so far. Aftab Hussain joining in with 2 massive hits down the ground for 6. That one will not go for 6. It's cut off by the man in the circle. Just a single, a good result for HKCC. Harun Arshad, a good comeback from him after conceding 6 off that first delivery. And as we say that, now 34 required off 13 deliveries. Here's Aftab Hussain, known more for his left arm spin, but he's opened before. It's a big shot attempted. He's only going to get a single. So a good over there. Just 11 runs off it. 33 required for the win, 32 for a super over.
When I look at Harun Arshad, I really think his bowling action is like Jofra Archer. The way the angle that his hand goes up, the way he releases the ball, it really looks like Jofra Archer. Charlie Wallace coming back into the action here. On strike is Aftab Hussain, 17 of 7, 242 strike rate, 2 6s, 0 4s. Other end, Waqas Khan, 52 of 26, 1 4, 5 6s at a strike rate of 200. Will we see a massive 6? This is the over that will decide everything. Straight away, could be taken, it's gone! There it is! That is the wicket of Aftab Hussain, and that could close out what should have been a promising game, and it could not go down to a super over now.
Kinchit Shah with a catch diving forward there. So Aftab Hussain, a bright and breezy 18?
Was it 18?
2 maximums in his knock. The important thing for LSW is Waqas Khan is still out there, but the required rate has now jumped to 18, 33 required off the last 11.
In comes Gazantva, correct? The talented right arm leg spinner, national contracted national player. I think he was very unlucky with the ball. He had no balls. He was catches dropped off him. He went for a lot of runs. Needs to fire back. Charlie Wallace steams in. Oh, pulls one away to the leg side. Just looking for one. So with 10 balls to go, 32 required. It's basically now or never for Waqas Khan. You'd have to think that'd need to be under 20 off the last over. So a critical delivery coming up now. This is really, it's now or never for Little Saiwan. Charlie Wallace steaming in. It's going up, here he goes. Steams in here. Martin Curtsey's made a start. No, will they come back? They're coming back here. Chance for a run. He's running out here. Bang! Gone! Venkat got him. Waqas Khan run out. What a sterling effort there by Martin Curtsey. He's done it with the bat. He's been brilliant, but now he's going to run out there. Shouldn't have come back, you wouldn't have thought. Didn't need to come back, but he wanted the strike again. Wonderful effort from Hong Kong Cricket Club. Martin Curtsey, he made 130 odd with the bat not out. He steamed in there from deep mid on. He tips his hat there to the commentators and he said, boys, I can do it with the bat and I can do it with the field. Well done, Martin. Well, that really swings it back in Hong Kong Cricket Club's favour. 20.6 needed. 20.6 is the run rate required. 2 wickets. Well done, Charlie Wallace. Bowling absolutely brilliantly down here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. 7 for 169. Surely you would think too far from Little Saiwan, but you never know. Your thoughts, my friend?
I think you're right, David. 31 required off 9. No Waqas Khan, no Ehsan Khan, no Aftab Hussain. It's down to the tail enders. Here's Dhananjay Rao. Just a single, deep mid-wicket, cuts that off. And you're right, David, fantastic run out there from Martin Kutsia. He's watched a lot of deliveries sail over him, beat him to his left and beat him to his right, but this time, the ball landing in no man's land, he fires in a throw, a strong throw, which spells the end of Waqas Khan. 30 required now of just 8 deliveries. LSW, they need a boundary, but where's it going to come from? Here we go, Charlie Wallace, 5th ball of the over. Surely it's now or never for Little Saiwan. Bang! Pulls it to the leg side. Will they come back? You wouldn't have thought so. It just picks it up, fires it in. What a wonderful over here from Charlie Wallace. He's bowling absolutely beautifully. His girlfriend arrived from the UK a few weeks ago. Very exciting for the young man. Came out of quarantine a few weeks ago as well. So he's been working hard with Trent Johnson and the national team, playing for the Scorpions. He steams in for his last ball of his spell. Slow ball, absolutely brilliant bowling, Charlie Wallace. Last over, he's gone for 3 runs, and now it looks that they've got to get Little Saiwan need 29 off the last over. It seems a little bit too far, but it's a small ground here at Little Saiwan, as we see Martin Booster run down here to a short third man. Ryan Buckley at point there. Rory Kane's in behind the stumps. Haroon bowling against his old side here. Gazantfa, he's always a chance though. Gazantfa, he can clear the ropes, but I think you'd have to back Haroon there. 29 off the last over, even with the small boundaries. Could he get it done? What's your view? Well, Haroon Arshad is their designated death bowling specialist, just like he is for the national team. Just a single to kick off the 20th over. 28 now needed off just 5. They need a maximum, and they need it right now. It's Dhananjay Rao, the left arm seamer, on strike. not exactly known for his batting, but he's going to have to do something right now. And that's down the ground, but that's cut off by long off. 27 needed off 4 now, barring any sort of no ball or wide. This game now belongs to HKCC. It's theirs to lose.
Fantastic comeback by HKCC as he comes in. Oh, could this be it? Could it be out? Oh, it's just cleared him for 6. Oh, we can't keep them out of the game, can we? 20 of 3 balls. 3 6s, and we're in.
Absolutely a spirited chase here from LSW. No one really gave them much of a shot when there were around 8 or 9 overs left. They required close to 15 runs an over, but they've given us a lot of entertainment. That's taken. 21 now needed of 2 deliveries. LSW lose their 8th wicket, and that should be Mohammad Ghazanfar, I believe, walking back to the dugout.
And wasn't it wonderful to see the Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier League captain, his first game as captain, Elliot Scrivener, just snapping one up there in cover. He would have been nervous when Wakas Khan and Ehsan Khan were smacking it all over the place, putting it over the ropes. He would have been worried. He would have been concerned, but he's kept his cool. He's kept his head. He's an experienced cricketer. He moved his bowlers around. He changed his field around, and right now he's pulled the game back 8 for 179, chasing 200 with 2 balls to go. Wonderful to see Haroon pick up a wicket there. 3.4 overs, 1 for 38. Expensive for himself, but he's done the job here where it mattered. It's basically Hong Kong Cricket Club here. They should sail to a victory unless there's an absolute bunch of wides or no balls, but we wouldn't expect that from Haroon, the experienced campaigner. Oh, then he throws a wide down, and the game is still alive. Just keeping the commentators on their toes here, but it's been a wonderful game of cricket. We've been lucky to witness an incredible knock by Martin Coetzee. Ardit was very good. Hong Kong Cricket Club batted very well. Kinship was good. Just tucks it behind there. To get 199 here is a wonderful score. Not many people will chase that down. But Little Saiwan, to their credit, have really fought tooth and nail. At one stage, really looked like they're on track to win this game. But it's Hong Kong Cricket Club with 1 ball to go, 8 for 181. This is Hong Kong Cricket Club's to win. Comes off the short run. Off he goes, Haroon. Bang. That's the game there, unless there's any kind of bonus runs or short on the overs. But I think Hong Kong Cricket Club has got the game done. Huge applause from the crowd. The crowd's been wonderful here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Nicely socially distanced, but they've come down to support of both sides, and they'll be very pleased to see the Hong Kong Cricket Club get their first win in the Premier League 2020. Well done to Elliot Scrivener. Well done to head coach Ryan Buckley. Thank you to Mark Wright and Alex Nash who warmed up the side. Thank you to Ayush, who's the team manager. Thank you as well to Rahul, who's the 12th man. And well done to Little Saiwan. They fought the game out brilliantly. Fought right to the end. Everyone made a good contribution. It was a wonderful game of cricket. Thank you to the umpires, Niaz Ali and also Venkat, who were terrific. Ian Thompson was the 3rd umpire, and thank you especially to the Hong Kong Cricket Club supporters and all who came down to watch a wonderful game of cricket. No doubt cricket in Hong Kong is alive and well. It's exciting, it's passionate. We love seeing our Hong Kong Chinese players develop their game. We love seeing the kids coming through at all ages, enjoying the game of cricket. At Hong Kong Cricket Club, Pakistan Association, Little Saiwan, all over the place. It's wonderful as that we see the players shake hands. Cricket Hong Kong under Tony Malloy is in wonderful shape. Nitesh and Ravi and Mark Farmer all doing a wonderful job there. As we've seen a great game of cricket in the Premier League. All have enjoyed. Thank you to Nathan, the groundsman, who put on a wonderful pitch and outfield. And as we pass over to Nitesh for the final words, thank you for everyone who tuned in here in Hong Kong and from around the world to enjoy a great game of cricket. Nitesh, final comments from yourself.
Of course, thank you to yourself, David Varley, for fantastic commentary and all your support for making this happen. It takes a lot of effort to get this broadcasting set up here at HKCC, and we couldn't have done it without your help, Kingsley, Kieran Hale, the ground staff, as you mentioned, Nathan, and of course the coaches, Buckley, Luke Jones, we've seen play today, helped us out quite a bit as well. Thank you to our commentators, Jay Dansanghani. Follow him on social media. Really good media personality when it comes to, especially to associate cricket in this part of the world. There's a lot of good writing, a lot of good content. Please be sure to check him out, and I hope he'll join us for upcoming games in the Premier League as well. And of course, thank you to young Aman Gidwani, who has already left the booth, for his insights. Came very close to super over, very good game there. But that is it. That is the first game done. Our next game will be next week here again at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. The full schedule will now be on your screen. KCC having just beaten USRC today, and the other game at the Kowloon Cricket Club. Comprehensive win for KCC. USRC bowled out for around 70 odd, chasing 140. Next week we'll be here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club broadcasting the KCC versus HKCC match. A very traditional, historic game. Wiley, a few thoughts?
Oh, it's one of the great fixtures. Whenever Hong Kong Cricket Club plays Kowloon Cricket Club, it's always a tight fixture. Hong Kong Cricket Club with a huge amount of respect for Kowloon Cricket Club. Jamie Atkinson, Ashley Caddy, Matt Stiller, so many fantastic players. Wakas Burkhat, Simon Deep, Dan Pascoe, beautiful left arm spinner. Azar's absolutely terrific. A lot of national players, a lot of very, very talented cricketers. In the last 3 or 4 years, it's been really dominated by Kowloon Cricket Club. Apart from the surprise victory by Hong Kong Cricket Club in the 2-day game last season, so there'll be a huge crowd down here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Seeing Hong Kong Cricket Club take on KCC. It'll be a wonderful event. We'll all be here. Jay, you'll be down here? You'll be down here supporting?
I will have to check my schedule, but I can assure you, if I'm not down here, I will have a serious case of FOMO. A historic rivalry indeed between KCC and the Hong Kong Cricket Club. And yes, it's been a fantastic day, a fantastic broadcast. Some great innings. Martin Kutsia with 131, Waqas Khan and Ehsan Khan with some big hits. And let's not forget about Charlie Wallace. Figures of 2 for 18 in his 4 overs. Incredible when you consider that the vast majority of bowlers have gone for 10 runs and over or more. So, great cricket, and I can't wait for next week. If I'm not here in person, I will be tuning in via the streams. Just to wrap things up, if you like what you've heard, you can always follow me on Twitter at JCricketDude. More importantly, follow Hong Kong Cricket across our social media, hit subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. From all of us in this media tent and production team, we'll see you next week.